Yeah, give it a. Let's go, JJ.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone, and a Merry Christmas to anyone who's watching. Hi, Abby.
Hi, Abby, and our future selves.
And our future selves. That's gonna be a fun one in 10 years when we look back at that.
No one's looking back at this.
No.
You'd think that, but someone was telling me he's watching some old Fortnite stuff of ours the other day. So
Yeah, it's been a quiet week at work, so I just had that on the background. We were good.
I keep trying to say let's go back.
We were all right.
No, but generally, we were quite good. Matt's so disgusted with the Fortnite comment that
he's gone.
No, my iPad just flashed up saying it was nearly out of battery. So.
Anyway, ho 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 and a Merry Christmas to anyone watching. Let's get on with the recap because there's a lot to recap from last session because a lot happened. You started in the Dwarven Forge after you'd just taken down this massive centurion. You searched the rest of the forge and didn't really find much. You found like a couple of trinkets and arcane focuses and stuff to fill your pockets, and you left, setting the little goblin friend you had free, Dob, who left by blowing a raspberry at you guys. So just clear how much he liked you. Yeah. You headed back to the Hidden Leaf Village, the place with the place who tasked you to go get their idols in return for taking you to this, or leading you the way to this water gate, waterfall place that you'd found on the tablet in Alder's Tomb. And when you arrived there, you found it in ruins and burning, and orcs were like running away in different directions. Orcs, hobgoblins, and goblins and stuff were running away. And they'd recently been under attack. And the mysterious V had come in, stolen Angus, killed a lot of people, and left a small force behind to keep them in line and stuff. And they left with Angus towards this place, taking him and all of his stuff, a lot of his stuff with him. You guys helped. You helped rebuild stuff and went to bed. While asleep, you all had the same dream. That you were this V character, and you were torturing Angus to try and find out where you all were. Gylndan, however, with his powers of divination, managed to hold on and found out that V has some sort of magical power, and he has these same runes and tattoos all over his arm, but instead of tattoos, they're like burn marks, and like birth marks that are like burned and skin has come away, and he set it alight before he struck Angus in the face with his flaming fist. You awoke the next day, ready to go and save Angus, and you were taken by Sariel, the chieftain of the Hidden Leaf Village, to the old Dragonborn walkways. Obviously, back in the Dragon War, like 500 years ago, a lot of Dragonborn sided with the dragons, and they travelled through the north. Obviously, dragons could just fly over these mountains. They had to walk, so they walk through these paths. A very, very quick way of getting around the north without having to travel over mountains and through things and bits like that. You were traveling north, and after JJ broke a bridge, you found the lair of Krampus and the Grinch.
JJ did nothing. That was all Doc.
Doc broke a bridge, though. You found the lair of Krampus and the Grinch. You went inside. You killed some stone soldiers first, went inside, and proceeded to kill Krampus. And we pick up the session after you guys just killing Krampus. He's dead on the floor. He's like dead on the floor. I believe Gylndan went up to him and kind of like cartoon style jumped up and whacked him on the head with his staff, feet rising into the air as he did it.
I have a bunch of cool spells. I beat him by hitting him with my stick.
What a hero!
Yeah. What a fucking hero. But yeah, that's where we've left off. Krampus lies dead on the ground, a sort of indent in his head now. One of the horns on his thing has come off after the battering that he received. He's got a couple of arrows like still like in him. He's bleeding from over. The small satchel that he has in his arm is like open. You can see a couple of things of coal and bits of paper. A couple of like lumps of coal and bits of paper kind of falling out and stuff like that. He is dead. There is a door at the very, very end of the room up here.
Are we the bad guys?
As
you
you
have
guys
to ask
stand there
that question.
finish-
I think you know what the answer is.
Yeah. Yes, we're the bad guys. Let's move on to this next door.
Yeah. You move on. Did you want to do anything in this room first?
Yeah, I just want to take some coal.
Okay.
It's
pretty cold. It's pretty cold up in the north.
Cold.
Get out.
This is where everyone hangs up. And you head up through this door at the top. Don't have a map for the next bit, so you just use your imagination. As you walk through this door, you enter this hallway of just like stuff. There is just
so descriptive.
You enter this hallway filled just with random junk. Like there's toys, wooden ornate carvings, these toys of little soldiers and knights and horses and little like girls dolls, candlesticks, candles, all sorts of things all the way through the corridor. You can hardly like move through the place, and you eventually find yourselves at the very, very end of the room by this door. And upon the door, there is text. What are you laughing at now?
Luke's stupid hat.
I can't see you, bud.
I'm an elf, and it's Christmas, so I have a Christmas elf hat.
For me, Luke and Ben, I can't see your pictures.
That's for the best. It's far too festive.
Yeah.
What do you
Ben
mean
has a
far too
lovely
festive?
Santa hat on. Luke has a red
elf-
Santa
an
style
elf
hat
hat.
on, but it's got big elf ears on the side, and it's got like a green like trimming around the edge and a green bauble like on the end rather than a white one.
Huzzah!
And the rest of y'all are my ho ho hos. So you make it to the. You manage to like trudge your way through all this random crap in the room to the very, very end, and on this big stone door in front of you, or this rather like iron door in front of you, there is nailed to it a small little bag, just like this little tartan bag. It's like fallen to pieces. There's nothing inside of it, and upon the door, there is but a riddle. A blackened heart, cold as ice and stone, misdeeds upon me, for which mankind must atone. Even I, with a heart 2 sizes too small, can see Krenglemus is a joke after all. Presence and greed are now at its core, not family nor kindness they all say it's for. So if Krenglemus time is in fact not so pleasant, place in this bag a more fitting present.
Can you drop that in the chat, Ben?
Yes.
Because I'm going to want to read that and actually see it word for word.
So it's about Christmas not being, or Kringlemas not being a bit of a fake ceremony. So what would you drop in there? Luke, would you drop the coal? Or Oramis?
Oramis has an idea what he might drop in there.
Well,
oh god.
Let's not do that.
No. Hang about. You guys are just taking that completely the wrong way. A little while ago.
You said it in a certain way.
A little while ago, you didn't know this, Gylndan, but I actually stole a ring from you.
Oh, what?
So maybe
in the future, I sure do miss a lot.
If Kringlemas time is in fact not so pleasant, place in this bag a more fitting present. So i.e. you want something horrible. Would be the implication. Should we cut off the dead Krampus and like cut off his head and stick that in the bag?
Alright.
Jesus
what are we going to gain by actually putting something in this bag?
Access to the room, I'm
Opens
guessing.
the door.
I mean, have we tried the door? Can we like try and open the door and see if it before we just get stuck on this riddle? Let's actually try the door.
Yeah. The door is very, very much locked. No matter how hard you heave and how hard you push, you cannot seem to open. You cannot seem to open this door. It's made of like sturdy iron, like cast iron.
So
It's the coal.
I can stick some coal in the bag.
Yeah, should we try that?
I mean, if you want to.
Before we go.
Yeah. Can the rest of us all stand 20 feet away, and then Oramis goes puts the coal in? Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. So the rest of you like trudge back through all this random crap in the room, and sort of like take cover.
We just want to love you from a
drops.
distance, Oramis.
How much coal are you going to drop in the bag?
Half of what I have.
Half of what you have. Fantastic. You drop half of what you have, half of like a couple of lumps of coal in the thing. The bag begins to slowly sag.
Oh, hang on, before we go, how is everyone doing after the Krampus fight?
Oh, I'm a bit low.
Gylndan
Definitely should have healed.
Gylndan, I know, was looking a bit bloody.
I'm on 26 HP out of 31.
I'm on full HP.
Alright, I'll cast a...
Well,
I think before whatever happens.
Yeah.
You don't have time. I've already put it in.
So you kind of
I think we're 20 feet away.
as Oramis, as Doc kind of sees Oramis about to place the call, and he's like, wait, some people are still a bit bloody after that fight, but Oramis doesn't care. He's dropped the coal in, and there's kind of this moment of nothing really happening, and then the lights, this torchlight and stuff in the room, begins to sort of fade, and it goes to complete darkness for a brief moment.
Not for you and me,
and when
though.
the light comes up, and when the light regains, for you guys, you've probably seen the dim lights, something changing, something about your environment, like completely change. As when the lights come back up, you're not standing in a room full of toys and stuff anymore. All around you are just like bones and generally just bones and skulls and all pieces of different animals stuff. No like flesh and blood and stuff like that. It's clearly been ages since anything has been in here. And from the door, you just hear this chunk, and then you see this like dust come from all around, and it slowly lifts ajar. And from inside, you just hear this. The door is open.
Oh, so that worked.
That did indeed work, yeah.
Okay. Well done, everyone. Doc, I'll take that healing now.
Yeah, I'm going to cast the level 1 Cure Wounds on Gylndan.
Yum.
Aye. Yum.
8 plus 2.
10.
I'd like to use...
from my Disciple of Life.
I'm 20 out of 25, that'll do.
Alright, no problem.
There you go.
Yep. You walk in through the door, and you appear in this much larger, well, about the same size room.
Is it a drawing room? Oh, doggy. Hello, little doggy.
You appear in this room, and at the very, very end of the room,
Mazzy's gone for
it. You appear in the room. All of this bit that you can see that's like hashed out. That's just all like random. That's like all random crap again, like toys and like random toys, random wooden carvings, and little bits like that. You can climb it. It'll take an acrobatics check to climb on top of it. It stands about 15 feet high. The Grinch at the very, very end of the room sits atop up here. Upon this sort of sleigh is this clearly broken, very, very old sort of sleigh, and he sits upon it, and he's kind of giggling to himself like, "Boo-hoo, you whoos!" Giggling.
Oh, this is what you're going to turn into when you're older.
And he kind of like looks over to you like, Hello there. What are you doing, my lair?
Just passing
We're
through.
here to save Kringlemas.
What did you say, wizard?
We're here to
Just
save
passing through.
Kringlemas.
Kringle.
Yeah.
Bah humbug.
I can care.
Max. Max. And this dog. Well, you see it as a dog. It sort of like comes a little more into your vision over here. It's this quite big sort of beast. It's got these like, it's very, very clearly quite old, first of all. It's got this like black sort of graying fur. These two like really muscular front arms. These antlers that come out of its head, like sort of like reindeer antlers. And from inside its chest, you can see this sort of like whitish blue glow from its chest and from inside. It kind of pants at you like pants at you really really cold, and you can see like this cold air coming out of its mouth.
He's
Max.
adorable.
Stop it! Not adorable. He's evil.
Come here, little doggy.
Max, stay there.
Come to the wizard.
Max
You
the,
will
yeah,
come to the
Mag the dog is kind of sat there.
And can I cast Minor
awaiting
Illusion?
Of course you can cast Minor
And create a
Illusion.
little rubber ball.
Yeah, go for
And then can I throw it into the corner?
it. Which corner?
The left corner.
The left corner. Yeah, so you cast Minor Illusion. Oh my god, I haven't even got my dice out yet. Oh my god. You cast Minor Illusion, and you throw this ball into the corner. I'm actually going to roll for this just because I think it'll be funny.
I would like to cast Thaumaturgy when Gylndan throws the illusory ball to make it sort of tinkle like it's got a little bell inside.
Okay. It sort of, so you throw this ball, throw this little rubber ball into the corner. It kind of jingles, and his eye like briefly kind of just goes like, huh? Oh. But more in like a sense of it's worried for a second that you've like more in like a protective sense. Like as you've kind of thrown it, it almost goes to like not run after it per se, but like sort of goes a little more in front of the Grinch to kind of like protect any sort of attacks. It's clearly very protective, and then other than that, when it kind of lands and looks at it and it realizes there's nothing to be afraid of, it's just a little ball. Just a little ball on the floor. It doesn't seem too interested, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Oh, that's all I got, lads. Anything you...
I tried to help.
Yeah, this one's on you.
Well, seems you got past old Krampus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a bit shit, really.
Stinky bastard.
it was a bit.
But he was in charge of getting dinner. But I guess he's brought dinner to me.
Whoa,
Oh, I'm
Mr.
not for
Grinch.
being dinner. Listen, mate. We're just looking for a way through this mountain. We're happy.
Through
to
them.
We're happy to just pass on through and leave you be.
No. Shone through the mountain, you have to get past me. There is only one vent that gets you through this mountain, and it's behind me here. See? And he kind of points behind, and then realizes that he's like way up and is behind the sleigh, so you guys can't see it. And he kind of like, well, it's here. You can't get to it.
Can we
Foul
challenge
sort of
you
look.
to a game of riddles?
Riddles.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, man's looking up the riddles on Google. Persuasion,
Probably
yeah.
know about
Yeah.
all.
Roll me a
Actually, Ben
persuasion.
doesn't
I
like
have
it,
no
doesn't like
clue.
Lord of the Rings, so he might not know.
Oh, I'm not sure we're gonna do him anyway.
I've never cared for riddles.
Well, you're a bit boring.
We've never cared for riddles, have we, Max? And Max like barks, and as he barks, there's like frosty sort of cloud comes out of his mouth, and it's this extremely loud bark that echoes all throughout this kind of cold stone room. Well, Maxie, should we have some dinner, so to speak?
Can I hit him with a vicious mockery?
Yeah, sure. What do you say?
Just going to say, listen here, you big fat green oaf. No one loves you. We're going to come through whether we like it or not.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right. Fuck it.
Do you feel good for giving that spell, Ben?
Roll. 5. Fuck, 5 damage. Not bad. How much health did I say I was going to give Grudge?
1,000.
I've got more insults where that came from.
He's also got disadvantage on his next attack.
Only
He
he
does.
fails,
Only if he fails the.
presumably.
What's the DC for it? What's your
15.
spell casting modifier?
It's on screen, though.
15. Oh yeah, it's on screen. Right. He does fail. Good job. Yeah, you kind of you cast vicious mockery on him, and you can kind of see he's like and there's sort of like from his eyes and stuff, this sort of black sort of mist begins to sort of glow around as he says it, like sort of around his head.
Well, I think the whole
And he kind of
looks
looks
a
up
bit wild anyway.
It was last
You
already.
bloody spellcaster. Max, get him. Max barks again with this big, giant, like really loud bark, and that gentleman will be initiative straight off the bat. Ow, I hit myself with the thing.
Oh!
Luke, I didn't realise you had paint with you.
Paint.
Yeah, just painting a big target on yourself.
Good one.
Do you want to stop rolling really good initiative?
Fucking
Oh, that's
hell.
fine. Yeah.
Oh my god. What is this initiative?
Mazzy?
Mazzy?
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Just waiting on your
Only 20
initiative.
and above Mazzy is acceptable.
Oh,
I said nat 20 as well.
I'd
Do you know,
also like
he got
to
3.
cast,
He got 3
Massive
initiative,
mark.
and you guys have got that. There's years before he takes a
I mean,
turn.
that'd be something you do on your first turn, though. Well, I'm guessing
Yeah,
you go in
okay.
first.
I just want to make sure it's.
Actually,
I got
technically,
24.
Technically, Oramis goes
It is my
first,
first.
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, technically Oramis does go first. It just means that on
Oh, what?
Mazzy's turn, he can make one more
Oh,
attack.
Christ, you did.
He can either make one more attack or one more movement. Like move his speed again. Little homebrew rule for reacting extremely quickly. Oramis, then
That is nuts.
Mazzy.
Should we just call the session there? I don't really want to roll again.
It's not going to get much better than that.
No, it's not.
Could be if we all get over 20, then it's an instant win in the fight.
You just
we
react.
just get everything out and form a really nice pose, just the 4 of us. Like, we're like
Literally, it's like he's
Look
gone,
at it,
Max,
they look
go
like they know
get
what they're
him.
doing.
He's gone, Max, go get him. And in a very cartoon-esque style, you would just go straight into action.
You know, the Incredibles.
And there's an explosion just gone off behind us for no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason whatsoever. But it's happened.
Oh.
Actually, Oramis has done that with minor illusion. He's just
That's Oramis' first turn. It's his first. Just minor vision
It's- yeah, you know,
explosions.
It's a 5-foot cube, so it's a pathetic explosion.
It's the most pathetic explosion.
It doesn't even go above our heads. Like, it goes above Doc's head.
Jesus. Yeah.
It just
so
looks like we're
Oramis,
back. Like we're a band coming on stage.
yeah. So Oramis, you are first. What would you like to do on a turn? Other than, I mean, if you want to use that as your action on your turn, then that is.
I don't actually want to use that as my action.
I figured, but
I want to go straight in with the old hand
who
crossbow.
are you targeting?
Shoot first, Max. Big boy.
Shoot first, Max. Did you get advantage on the roll, or
That's the whole
did
point
you?
of first, isn't it?
I get.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Hang on. shot first, gain +2 initiative roll. Any enemies, I don't need +2 to my initiative roll. Any enemies you hit on your first turn with your hand crossbow who have not yet had an attack.
I think that +2 is built into your 24.
Take critical damage.
Take
First
crit.
turn with your hand crossbow who had not yet had. Take critical damage. Unfortunately, you don't get a. That doesn't say you get advantage. So unfortunately, you pull out your crossbow and go to fire at max, and this bolt kind of slams into the back wall there. I'm afraid. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
You actually get a disadvantage because he's over 30 feet away from you. The hand crossbow is pathetic.
Hand crossbow is a little bit better.
Just gonna move over here behind this rock.
That's fair.
It's a pile of stuff rather than a rock.
It's just a pile of like random, like imagine sort of like just hoarded crap, like little toys and candlesticks and trinkets and silverware and stuff. I mean, if you could make an investigation to see if there's anything worth taking from within it, but as far as you guys can see, it's just like a bunch of crap, and that would be an action on your turn to do as well. But anyway, if that's everything, Oramis, we'll move straight over to Mazzy, who can either have an extra attack or an extra movement because you rolled a nat 20. Because I like nat 20s, I think they're cool. Go for it.
So you like Mazzy,
so first of all, I'm going to be casting the Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Oh, he's doing it first this time.
Hey, he's remembered the little.
The little what, Ben?
the little boys growing up.
What I'm going to do.
Mark give you, Mazzy?
I'll read it out while I make my way towards the dog.
Oh Lord. Making his way downtown.
Creature that is within range and mystically mark it as your target. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. You have advantage on any wisdom or a wisdom perception or wisdom survival check. When it dies, I can move it on to my next target. I can move Hunter's Mark onto somebody else. So basically, it's
Cool.
1d6 if I hit him with my attack.
You're a bona fide killing machine.
And I get 2 attacks.
What
Because
are you
technically-
Hunter's Mark on? The grapes or the dog?
He said the dog.
The dog.
You're going to try and kill the dog?
I am indeed going to try to kill the dog.
Hey, he didn't go for the ball. He's a dickhead dog.
I'm going to do not much.
That doesn't hit, no.
Oh.
Remember so you get 2
My
attacks.
second attack.
Your second attack.
Such a joke.
Oh.
I think that's the lowest you've ever rolled with your sword, by the way.
Oh, he's back.
There we go, he's
He's
back.
dead.
There we go. I had to say it. Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage. Add a d6. So just roll a
It
d6.
should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
There we
god.
go.
Your damage. Jesus Christ.
That made quite a
Jesus
poor
Christ.
roll.
All right.
Alright.
And then because you got a nat 20, I will give you one more either movement or attack.
Can he do another double attack?
Just for this turn. Not another double attack, but just one more like attack action.
Or we have to do it then, don't we?
There we go. Roll damage.
Were you within range to walk up to him? Just asking the question.
I assume I was.
He was, because he started over here, then 5, 10, 15,
I actually
20,
started 3 closer than that. I started there.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah, literally just in range to...
Okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fortunate.
Have I killed it?
No, you haven't killed it, but fuck, it's 16
Plus Hunter's
damage
Mark.
plus the Hunter's...
11.
He did roll a 12.
27 damage.
D12
12
damage.
plus 4. Plus Hunter's Mark again.
Yeah, add Hunter's Mark.
That's ridiculous.
Bona fide killing machine. No chill.
Honestly, that's the DPS.
Matt, add Hunter's Mark.
Oh, to this as
That's-
well.
that's- that's
Oh,
not-
It's
that's not
every time
automatically
you
added.
hit with an attack, man.
Yeah.
Every single time.
So when you making
even more.
when you're making multi attacks, you can add Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark to each attack.
Oh my god, I didn't realise this.
Yeah, this is why I was like really trying to push you into Hunter's Mark, because it makes you
It's a good idea.
It makes you hit so hard.
Yeah, so Mazzy's sprinted up to this sort of hound and like just completely gone in. First attack, like leaps at it, sort of like the style in Troy, like in the first bit where he kind of leaps up, slammed it,
yeah.
missed the second one, and then the third one has just gone straight across his jaw, leaving this massive scar across his face and eye. But it kind of it's still up, kind of looks at you with this kind of menacing like sort of thing. Who's up next? That is Gylndan.
Oramis went for a nice little, I'll just shoot and get to some cover. As he's both swords out. Charge!
I've just hit it, correct me if I'm wrong, but have I just hit it for 32 HP and it's still alive?
What's
Yes.
that? 16, 21, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the balls on
This
us.
is
I
why
just
Ben
stand
has
next
to give
to
it a lot of help,
it.
Matt, because you're fucking terrifying.
Otherwise, it wouldn't have bloody made it to the first thing. Also, it's quite a strong sort of. This isn't
Also,
like a normal
we were
dog.
having
This
discussion
is
about who kills
more of a
who in
massive
1v1,
hound.
v1v1. I'm now more terrified of Mazzy than I was.
I mean, that nearly killed. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
And no one is scared of Oramis.
No, not really.
No, everyone is
not yet.
terrified of Oramis when they can't see him and he just viciously mocks them from the shadows.
No, everyone's scared of Oramis when they go to bed and they wake up with that stuff.
Oh, whoa! What are we saying this for, man?
15, Ben?
Anyway, 15 damage to who? The dog?
Yeah.
Or alright, yeah. Your magic missile kind of flutter and fly into the air, slamming into the side of the
Guaranteed
great
it's gonna
hound
kill them.
Max. 15.
No,
14,
doubt it.
7. Fucking hell. Alright. Doc, you're up.
Alright, well, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm come up in here, and then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Directly behind the Grinky Boy. Or is probably like here or something.
Yeah, let me just get that for you. I should really send this to you. It would make this job a whole lot easier.
Didn't you already do that? I thought JJ had
No, this is my first turn.
No, you had the spiritual weapon, which you could.
Oh yeah, no, but they have to put it on the field every time and give me control.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
Yeah. Actually, no, I can't. I don't think I can give it to you as a thing because it's because I think as a player you can't add things to the thing unless I give you things. Anyway,
I mean,
that's a spiritual weapon. You should be able to.
I mean, could you make effectively a character sheet for spiritual weapon, and then I could just drag that out like I do when I drag Doc's picture out?
I think I could.
Anyway,
I'll find a way to do it.
That's
I'll find a way to do it
that's a
actually
thing
in
to work.
the next section. But yeah, that's your spiritual weapon. I'm guessing you wanted it to go there. You can move it around as you wish.
Sure.
Try moving it around. Can you actually move it?
Yeah, I can move it.
Cool.
So now I'm going to hit him with it.
You're gonna hit him with it. Roll to hit.
I'm not going to hit him with it. It's just going to be there.
No, you are not. Unfortunately, you are. Your kind of spiritual weapon kind of forms behind the Grinch, and it kind of like swings around, but he like kind of ducks underneath and like, the hell is that? Kind of like looking back. Very, very creepy Jim Carrey-esque. Anything else, Doc?
That is technically only a bonus action. So I'm a Sacred Flame for it as well, actually. Which is a
Go for it. Roll.
DC 15 save.
It saves.
He takes no damage.
He takes no damage. You cast Sacred Flame, this radiant flame appearing from your hands, but the dog kind of like
Good
the Hound
fighter.
Max just kind of like goes kind of ducks right underneath just as you do.
Are they both the spiritual weapon and the sacred flame ahead of ducked?
Is that everything?
That's my turn.
Cool. It's the Grinch and Max's turn. So
Disadvantage.
yes, the Grinch will get disadvantage.
I can't choose it.
I was here.
I bet he rolls
first
something
of
like
all-
2 20s.
First of all, you kind of Mazzy and Doc, you're both looking down at Max, who's like just rising from ducking under the sacred flame, and inside of its mouth you see this kind of glowing blue light, and you see this frost emanating from its mouth, and it opens its mouth and just gives this loud bark, and this cold blast appears out. Mazzy, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh,
Ooh, that will just about do it. You take
Oh,
it'd be halved that.
yeah.
8, 6, 14, 7 damage. 7 cold
Good thing it
damage.
was halved.
It can breathe
That's a hard
cold.
hit.
It's like a small dragon.
It can breathe frost. Not very far, but it can breathe frost.
Oramis, I think we should stay right where we are.
I'm happy here.
So yeah, it kind of opens its mouth. It gives this loud bark at Mazzy, and this kind of blast of frost appears out. Mazzy manages to kind of duck and cover himself, blocking most of the damage, and then it turns to Doc. Doc, can you make me a strength saving throw, please? As he kind of rears one of his back legs and begins to charge straight at
That's
you
a 10.
with his antlers thing. You fail.
Little bitch boy.
Mazzy will get an attack of opportunity.
Crikey.
Mazzy will get an attack of opportunity as the beast Max has Doc in his antlers. Doc, you are now grappled, and it's pushed you over into this. It kind of pushes you into this big kind of pile of stuff, as well as 4 plus 5. That's. Could you also take 7 damage as the antlers kind of bludgeoningly smack you in the chest as you
Just for fun,
as you get pushed across. As you get pushed across.
Maybe kill the dog.
I'm sorry, Mazzy. You do get attack of opportunity as the dog goes past your way. So roll to hit.
Well, this would be a 20, wouldn't it?
I mean, it's a 20. Roll damage, you asshole.
Is there any point in Matt rolling to hit?
Hunter's mark.
Jesus.
I'll take
Jesus
it.
Christ, that's 16 damage.
I'll take
oh my
it.
God, okay.
Oh, I just hit a 16. I'll take it. Oh,
Yeah, as you kind of go past, you smack this thing on the side. Blood trickles out of its back leg, really, really bad. It kind of falls as it pushes onward, but it's sort of momentum it's given itself keeps it going, slamming Doc into the side. Now the Grinch. The Grinch.
oh, what's this bastard got
kind
up
of
his sleeve?
giggles. The Grinch giggles and reaches down behind the sleigh and pulls out this kind of big red bag. It's almost like a big red sort of duffel bag with a strap around it. And from inside the duffel bag, he pulls out this long crossbow. It's a duffel bag about sort of this big. But from inside,
Why does he keep it in a
hand.
hand bag?
he reaches way down, pulls out this massively long, heavy,
Inside.
this sort of heavy crossbow. And unfortunately, with disadvantage, he's going to take a shot at you, Mazzy. So I'll roll. That's a
Who are the only options? You've got 3 inept fuckers, and then one guy that's almost turned his dog into kibble.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, none of that hits you, Mazzy. Don't worry.
Terrifying, man. Genuinely terrifying.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Mazzy. You are fine from that heavy crossbow attack. And with his next thing, he's probably just going to spend his next turn. Actually, no. With that thing missing, he's like, fuck this thing. throws it back behind him, reaches down into the bag once more, and pulls out this like
an even bigger crossbow.
I love the idea of him just getting comically bigger and bigger crossbows since he's just got a fucking ballisto.
He pulls out this massive candy cane. It's hugely long, like
How long are we talking here?
rock hard sweet. It's about like 7 foot tall candy cane.
Oh, geez.
Pulls it out of the bag, drops the bag, lifts this thing into the air, raises it up high, and goes, "Come on, then, you whoos! Let's be having you!" And he leaps down.
All right, Delia.
Down here, and you realise this. The Grinch is much larger than he seems. He does have the bag now, like slung across his shoulder. It's this quite nice sort of red leather sort of bag. Not really a duffel bag. Not really a duffel bag. That was a bit of a bad description. Almost like a larger sort of satchel bag kind of thing. Not quite like a sack, but it does have a sort of white.
Yeah, we get it
around the edges of some of the bits.
Get it.
I think this might be a reference to Father Christmas. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot Crossbow for Christmas. It's a joke.
Jesus.
Can we agree as a group that we will take that large crossbow he threw away and give it to Angus?
If he can fucking wield it, that thing's massive.
Yeah, we'll get him a little tripod to put it on.
Do you remember the scene from the opening of Pirates of the Caribbean: A World's End, where they're in Singapore and the little guy runs like up a ramp with his massive like hand cannon, fires it and just gets punted backwards back down the ramp.
That's what we need.
I think Angus already did that a few weeks ago, didn't he? He fired his crossbow and then fell backwards.
Yeah, then he fired what was actually a light crossbow. And he went dunk, and he fell back because he's a tiny little gnome. And as his bonus action, the Grinch is going to move. Take the dash. As the Grinch's bonus action, he's going to take the dash action and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, wasn't expecting him to go that way. Scared of me, is he?
I mean, wouldn't you be? Jesus. We go back to Oramis.
He's coming for you.
Bop.
Oh, right, you're going for him.
I'm going for him. I don't back away. Shadow Blade.
I will never not laugh when you just say Gylndan. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Damn right it hits.
Damn right it hits.
Could not do more damage if you tried.
Damn, alright. 12 slashing, that's not bad.
He's about to bat you away with a candy cane.
Yeah, you kind of run up to him, and as he tries to defend, you kind of maneuver yourself under his defenses and just slash up against his kind of big, belching gut, and this sort of green blood kind of oozes out of a big scar. It's like, you elves are always the tastiest.
Come in.
Is that everything, Aramis?
Yeah. Go on, Shem.
Cool.
Yeah, Shem, I'll give it you.
Then in that case, that's Mazzy. Mazzy, you are up.
Well, I'm going to try and finish off this dog.
You're going to try and finish off this dog. Alright, go for it.
You're a bad person.
That does hit. Roll damage. Just about.
You know, if we kill the Grinch, that probably turns back into a puppy.
Off.
A dead puppy.
A dead puppy. Yeah, so you swing at Max. With the thing catching once again is sort of like rear for how much is that? 70. Yeah, oh my god, that's not even funny. That's just he's gone.
Right, well, with my second attack,
yes,
I'm gonna come over here to get the flank.
Hold on. So you are here. That's 5, 10, 15.
With a
20,
flank.
25. Yeah.
20 with a flank.
Fucking hell, with a flank. Yeah.
You'll be in that square to get the flank, I think. I think Oramis is technically in that square.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys don't consistently put yourselves in squares.
Well,
Yeah, put yourselves in goddamn squares.
Luke, man on.
Jesus.
Luke, man on.
Roll damage for the crit.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just killing the Grinch. It's cool.
That's advantage and a
20.
Can you tell Hassie we already brutally murdered his dog?
Matt brutally murdered his dog. Matt, killed Max.
Matt.
I'm a bad person.
Yeah, Matt killed Max the dog.
She said you're a cunt, Matt.
Oh
Luke!
I'm sorry, streaming.
20,
Luke, you can see her face, Luke.
She didn't actually say that, Matt.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you
I can't
kinda,
even see her right now, so it's a bit depressing.
Yeah, you
So her
can
name is
sprint up. You kind of sprint up with the second hat. With the second attack, you sprint up behind the Grinch, and you just kind of slam down on his back with your with your dual sword, and you let out this great cry of pain as your blade slits all the way down his spine. He's still up and looking pissed, but that'll be that. Is that everything, Mazzy?
Yeah.
I don't think you need to
as if you need to do any more.
Yeah.
Glyndon, you're up.
I'm in shock. What if I just witnessed 29 damage from a melee hit?
I'm genuinely stunned.
I'm actually terrified.
And you made him.
I know. I mean, I thought this would be quick, but fucking hell. You did 30 damage in one turn with a sword. I've never seen that in my entire D&D thing. No, the only time I've seen that was when I used Smite. Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna contribute, I guess. 25. We'll go here and we'll use the old magic missile.
Magic missile.
Pump some damage into this boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a pathetic.
That
Is that 4? Is that 4
That's 4 ones. That's 4 ones, baby.
Oh my god!
What are the odds of that?
I'm sure someone could probably.
You take all of that. You take all of that 8 damage, Grinch. Yeah, you take all of that.
8 damage. Yeah, your magic missile kind of flies and spin around in the air and kind of collapse into his back.
You know that little bit of wee that comes out after you've had the main wee. That's how they come out. That's how they come out.
Oh my god.
Thank you, everyone. I've been Glyndon Althor, and I'll see you next week.
So
I do weddings and bar mitzvahs.
The odds of that happening are about
I'm not
0.4%.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Congrats, Sam. I mean, if you're a betting man, you'd be quitting.
Yeah, in some ways, it depends how you look at it. In some ways, it's as impressive as Mazzy doing high hits.
Yeah.
In some ways.
Depending on what way you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, not in output. That was pathetic in terms of output. But... Move on.
Right.
Next person's go.
Yeah, let's move on. Doc, do you want to get in this pile-on against the Grinch? I guess you kind of like start your turn pulling yourself off the antlers of this now dead dog.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the hour I spent figuring out Max's attacks and stuff, and to get absolutely obliterated in 2 rounds. That was really fun.
I'm really not sorry, Ben. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I spent longer on Boulder, and look how that worked out. Yeah, Doc, away you go.
Well, I'm gonna just sort of walk up to here, I guess. Maybe I'll try and stand sort of on the edge here, so I'm not directly in Glyndon's way, and be like, I'm gonna command him.
You're going to use command.
Yeah.
What do I have to do for command?
You speak one word command when a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, doesn't understand language, or the command is directly harmful to it. Some typical commands and effects, blah blah blah. The target draws Yeah, okay. I'm just going to command it to surrender. Because, I mean, we've seen the evisceration that is Mazzy. And,
It's quite a generous offer.
yeah. I mean, if I could say more, it'd be surrender, or I unleash the beast and point at Mazzy, but I can only command surrender.
Unleash the beast. What else are you going to make him do? What was the DC?
15 is my spell save.
15.
Wisdom save.
He rolled an 18.
Damn.
Oh.
Alright,
Well, he's dead.
1, 2...
And bear in mind, he has a -1 in wisdom. He rolled an 18.
Awesome. Well, okay, I'm going to bring the hammer, the spiritual weapon in and try and hit him with that again.
Alright, rolled hit.
That'll hit.
That's it.
That's a bit better.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a big hit. Roll damage.
There you go.
Yeah, nice. You
I'm contributing.
you kind of you try and command him to do something, but he kind of looks at you, just go like that, and then you're like, oh, fine. Spiritual weapon comes in and just whacks him on the back of the head really, really hard. He's like, growls at the lot of you. Yeah, fucking hell. It is now Grinch's turn.
You
It
might
is
get
another
that back
Grinch's
here a
turn,
little bit.
and he is going to. Okay, I know exactly what the Grinch is going to do. First of all, he's got this big candy cane in his hand, and he's going to swing that, like spinning it around his head. He's going to swing that then at Oramis. So let's just roll to hit for that.
Luke,
14.
George is behind you, watching you.
14, Oramis.
Okay, dodge. 7.
Yeah, but does 14 hit? I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, it does it? Yeah.
Well, we've lost Matt.
I thought that was the damage.
Matt didn't like that. Matt's back.
Oh, I can see you guys now. Oh no, wait! I can see Luke
7
and
plus.
Ben, but I can't see Sam and JJ now.
That's a
Flipped
joke.
it around.
That is 7 plus 2. That's 9. So you take 4 damage, Luke.
4, yeah.
Yep, 4 damage as this candy cane swings around, cracks over your head, and breaks, leaving this spiked end. And with the kind of spiked end, he's going to turn around and swing at Mazzy.
Got him.
Have a little go. That's 4 plus 2. 16, Mazzy. Does it hit?
Got it or got him?
Yeah.
So got him.
Can he get sword? 1d.
I mean,
That's
well,
5 plus
technically
2,
you
7.
But we can all assume you moved your hunter's mark on the turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just assume you did. Yeah, so that's 9 damage, Mazzy. Could one please take for me? As yeah, so if you kind of imagine, he swings this thing around, cracks Oramis over the side of the head, and then with the now sharp bit, kind of swings and stabs it right into Oramis, just about piercing through his armor. And then with his turn, he's going to take the bonus action. He's going to take disengage, and he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Does that mean we get a attack of opportunity?
No, it does not, because he took disengage as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then using his movement on his turn, he's going to try and climb up the side of the wall, because it's about 10 feet tall, but we'll see
Not today.
what happens. He just about gets up, but Mazzy will get an attack of opportunity as he just about climbs up the side of the wall here.
You're just asking for it, aren't you?
He is sort of asking for
Is
it.
he out of range though?
Well, because he was here.
Yes, JJ.
He was. So Mazzy was here,
No.
and then he was here, and he's moving up to here.
Oh, right.
So.
So is it because he's left? Because he disengaged and then re-entered
Went around
Mazzy's.
me
Yeah.
and then left me.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are, but I know when Martin did it, when the guy disengaged the
Yeah, I
enemy,
mean,
because remember what, he disengaged for the whole turn, didn't he?
You just completely. It doesn't proc again on your turn. So it's
Okay.
So it's like you disengage. Your action is basically I'm going to make myself difficult to hit. So.
Okay. So all right, then he makes it up
get
here
it.
and moves over
Well, that's a bit
here.
depressing.
You don't, Mazzy,
And
you
that
don't need it.
is all the Grinch can do. And that's all the Grinch can do on his turn. He is about 10. If you imagine, he's about 10 feet up. So if you guys wanted to do any melee attacks, you couldn't because he's just out of your reach. But obviously, you've all got ranged stuff. Go for it. Go for it. Oramis.
Quick question.
Yes.
Can I use minor illusion as a bonus action?
No. It is an action.
Cool.
It'll say the spell
Good to know.
description whether or not you can. Spells will either be actions or bonus actions, and it should say in the description whether they're what their casting
Yep.
time
Casting
is.
time, 1 action.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move there and try and hit him with a crossbow shot.
Hit him with a crossbow shot. Go for it.
I seem to have lost everything from my character sheet. It's because I'm on spells.
Oh!
Oh my lord. Roll damage. 9 damage, very nice.
Wizards
Could've
are
been
a
worse.
support class, aren't they, Sam?
Yeah.
Meant to deal damage, are they?
not the damage dealers. Utility casters, as they're so called. Yeah, your crossbow shot kind of fires up, hitting him straight in the kind of gut. That wasn't very merry.
Shake your belly like a ball full of jelly.
Oramis, you commie fuck.
You have bonus actions.
I'm just
Where the hell
going
did
to
that come from?
use a bonus action to
That's-
go there.
Ben
Okay.
said that's not very Christmas, or not very merry. As a reference to a story last week.
It is. If that's everything on your turn, Oramis,
Yeah,
I
it
believe
is.
that's all you can do. Mazzy, you're up.
Right. Can I get to him? No, but I know that involves quite
One
You
leap.
were here. You do 5, 10.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual weapon.
Okay, 5. Yeah, you could get to him. Roll me an athletics check just to get up the wall.
athletics check. Where's
Athletics and acrobatics. Acrobatics.
Is it going to roll badly? No.
Of course not. 'Cause it's
15.
massive.
15. I'll say yeah. You could probably get up, and then with the rest of your movement, you could move here.
But shit's about to go down.
Oh,
That just about hits.
Oh, thank God. Pow. Pow.
9 damage. I like how Oramis got a crit and did the same damage as that.
Yeah. I'm going to do the same again. Oh, does that hit?
No, that doesn't hit.
Shame.
Oh, sorry, man. That's your first attack in 7 that hasn't hit. I'm really
Ah,
gutted.
really?
And that's my first attack in what? Two days? Two rounds?
Jesus Christ. Who fucking cares?
That's
Is that everything?
that's my round down. I'm going to go get a drink, but carry on.
Okay. Gylndan, you're up.
just as
Am I going to have to move?
Like I say, just in my notes for this session, all I put down is Mazzy is a beast.
I said Mazzy kills Max because he's an awful
yeah.
human. I'm assuming I can't see him, Ben.
You,
gonna have to back off a little bit to see him.
Where you are, you might, you'd have to back off
So,
a little bit.
can I
to
see him from there?
Yeah, now you'd be in. Yeah.
Alright.
Pretty
Just-
good view from there. Yeah.
Hit him with the level 1 magic missiles.
with the fireball.
There were no fireballs today, sir.
Max
One.
might have gone
Oh,
for something.
that's another one.
2.
Oh my Christ!
1.
Alive. 7.
7. Yeah, 7 damage. Nice. Magic missiles conjured from your staff, fly up, kind of smack him straight in the, like, one hits him in the shoulder, the other in the chest, the other in the gut, kind of like jolts a little bit as he.
Is he naked?
Moves. He is a tad naked, yes.
Does your
he's got
version
like
of
fur
Grinch
around
has it got a little wang?
He doesn't have wang, no, because it's not like the movie. Well,
It's
it
like
is like
Chewbacca.
the movie. It's like the movie.
There's
but
possibly
he's-
something there, but he's covered in so much fur, you couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah,
That's fair enough.
yeah. And Doc, you're up.
I'm 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move my spiritual weapon up and give him a whacking. That's Spirit Guardians, that's Spiritual Weapon, that's 14.
Chip away.
That doesn't
Life.
hit, I'm afraid.
I'm just kind of like, what's the fucking point when you've got a Mazzy to... right, let's move. 1, 2,
What do we do if he goes down, Mazzy?
5.
Do we just run?
That's 5. I can get to there in terms of pure squares. So is that alright? Or do I need to like stop there and then on my next turn I can make the athletics check and climb?
Because it's 10 feet up, you'd have to stop there, and then on your next turn you'd have to climb.
I'll just stop here then. Just hide under the wall, out of line of sight. So, although I suppose if he's raised up, I can stand in front of Oramis like this, and I'm not going to be in his way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I'll say that then.
All right.
That's
Next
when he
up.
swoons at Mazzy's excellence.
Next up, we got the old Grinchy. We've got the old Grinchy, and he's going to throw away his candy cane. It's broken. Fuck the candy cane. And from his bag of treats, he pulls out this sort of this much smaller candy cane, and tied to it are these little bells, little jingle bells that rattle when he pulls them out in this sort of flail, like in this sort of flail.
This is getting naughty. D&D after hours.
Changes the meaning of Dungeon Master.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to assume an 18 hits Mazzy.
Yeah.
Mazzy's not even here to witness the sexual things happening to him.
What's that? That's a D12.
Big boy.
That is
PvP plays.
8 plus 2. That's 10 damage. I'll just add that. I'll take that away from Mazzy's character sheet.
What's he on now, Ben?
10. He's now on 15.
It's gonna be a nice surprise when he comes back.
Yeah, so he reaches down into this bag, takes out this sort of jingle bell flail, spins it around his head, and cracks Mazzy straight across the jaw. And then with his movement, he's going to do a bit of a jump. He's going to jump down. Well, actually, no. With his bonus action, he's going to disengage, and then he's going to jump down, and he's going to jump down to.
I think you should probably
Can't imagine him jumping down.
Forfeited any reactions by dint of him not being here.
Well, I mean, he can't. He's taken disengage anyway, so wouldn't matter in the slightest. Jumps down to here, and then he's going to take his movement to run 5, 10, 15, 20 back up over here, and that'll probably be no. Moved him now. No, he'll go here, and he's going to walk over to Doc.
Is it dead?
No, but you,
You
almost
took
are.
10 points of damage.
I took 10 points of damage.
Yes, because he pulled out a little jingle bell flail and cracked you across the head.
I'm on 5 HP.
You're
Ben
on
took
10
it.
HP.
Ben took it.
I already.
He's on
15
I did it
HP.
for you.
Okay, I'm on 15 HP.
You're on 15 HP. Don't be so melodramatic.
You're even close to
You
death.
still got
So.
higher than a wizard would up to level 3, so you're fine.
Oh, we're so
Um,
pathetically weak.
And with his next attack, he's going to try and hit Dokrumir with his flail before he runs away. You're all right. He rolled a 1.
The terrifying
and if you-
dwarf.
He kind of spins his jingle bell flail round, and he spins it so fast the ribbon unties and the bell just flies off into the distance. And he's kind of just like, I swear that's not meant to happen.
I love it, Ben.
Matt, when
Shit.
he hit you, he sort of
Throws
bent
it
you
away.
over his knee and just hit you with the bells, so you took 10 psychological damage.
Head
Merry
canon
Christmas,
that
everyone.
happened. Merry Christmas. And with that, we'll go back to Oramis. Oramis, it's your turn. Finish this lad, will you
Hunter.
please?
Shundon.
So I'm just
Hundon.
going to move here,
Shun. Hunter.
Yeah.
and I'm going. I'm not in it for kills. I'm in it for a good time. So I'm going to use minor illusion. Start playing some Christmas music.
Oh, the copyright joke. The copyright.
And thus ends my
We're
turn.
talking over it, JJ, so it'll be fine.
It's also not very distinguishable as anything like music.
This was actually Amber's band from last year.
This was the version they recorded in a tin can.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Do you want me to carry on?
No, I think we're good. Thanks, Aramis. We're all well in the mood.
Do we gain any HP for that?
Yeah,
We
minus
get an
1.
excursion.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I feel like the Grinch should get disadvantage.
No, I'll tell you what. With that, the Grinch is probably very, very pissed though.
It's all about
And
old wine.
we'll cause him to do something on his next turn, if he is able to, if he's not dead by then.
Well, Mazzy, after you.
Step up.
Just have a little sleep.
Hype myself
Mazzy.
up too much. Yeah.
Oramis, is that all on your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Cool.
Wait, so what did you cast to play that? Minor illusion?
Minor illusion.
So did you just conjure up like a record player?
Yeah.
Minor illusion can't make sound.
Yeah.
It can,
Yeah,
okay,
it can,
You're an
it
image
can
of
either make sound or a thing.
Oh, okay. Can't make an image that makes sound. Right. Either way, rule of cool applies.
Oh, of course. Actually, no. Actually, looking it up, he doesn't do that on. He doesn't do that turn. He does it as a reaction. No, he doesn't do it on. No, he does it on his turn. Never mind. Go ahead, Mazzy.
Well, first of all, I'm going to roll attack before I move, just because I want to see. Actually, no. I'll say it. I'm gonna. If this hits, jump off the cliff and try and come down.
Soar like an eagle.
I'll
Mazzy
soar
the
like
eagle.
an eagle into it. So
Okay.
if this fails, then you can see
I feel
what
like
happens.
he needs an athletics check for that as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to
Oh.
need you to make an acrobatics check to
Oh,
see whether you land
That's
he
all
nicely.
right.
lands it.
That
He
he lands it. He lands it
Oh,
fine. Now roll to hit.
I'll land in him. Whilst landing, I'll be stabbed.
In him.
That's the plan.
Okay. Roll
Oh, right.
to hit.
Oh,
Continuing the theme.
No.
Wouldn't you technically get flank if you're attacking from here with Gylndan though?
Or could I just? I
mean,
move here. And jump that
that's
way.
a perfectly good, reasonable suggestion, but I also think it's total horseshit. Give it to.
So if you were going there,
If you're going there, no.
I'll tell you what, Matt. Merry Christmas. Yes, you get advantage.
Oh no!
Unbelievable.
The angle you were coming at,
22.
you would have got advantage.
Yeah, Matt, if you were here.
Yeah.
you
If you were coming from here
you go.
originally,
let's
then
stick
yeah, you
with
would have
that
got
because that's
advantage.
more realistic to stick with my original decision. Okay, then
Roll me some damage.
we go pow. We go pow.
15.
Oh, 1.
So now I'm on the same
15.
level.
Fucking hell.
Because that
That's-
wasn't enough.
Gonna do it again. I'll do it
Roll,
again.
to make sure.
Roll damage.
I have, mate.
That's another 17
Oh.
damage.
That's another. Oh my Jesus!
Is he
fucking
dead?
Christ.
Is it worth asking?
15 plus
Mazzy.
17.
How have you saved Kranglemus and killed the Grinch?
Oh my God.
Paint me a word picture.
Well, you see, as I've just jumped off that cliff, I've stabbed it right through the back of its neck, and then just taken it out, and then with the other blade, the back of the blade, I decapitate him.
I just want to say you did kill him after the first hit. By the way, I just
Overkill.
Okay,
wanted
Hitting
to
a dead
see,
body.
Stabbed him through the back of the neck.
like as a technicality, you did kill him after the first one, but I wanted to
was
see whether you would hit the second one, whether to give him a couple of extra hit points just for dramatic
He
effect.
dead
But no,
after the stab in the back, and as he was falling over, you just sliced his head off.
sliced off his head. Yeah, so Mazzy's pulled off that quite excellent display of Christmas cheer, and
Cheers.
yeah, and the Grinch topples over, headless, dead. His satchel kind of falls to his side. His head rolls off into the rolls off sort of into.
We can put his head
into
on
all
our
the stuff
Christmas
over
tree
here.
at the top.
Put it on JJ's spiritual weapon, just on the end.
Right.
Fucking hell.
Should we call a break there so
can
we can get a
someone-
stiff drink for what we've just witnessed?
Yeah, can someone
I had to go
calculate
get my
how
phone
much
first.
damage
Yeah,
Matt did
I
that
am in the
round?
process of calculating.
I'm gonna go get a drink. For a
Can
second.
you,
Damage I've
you need
done.
to make
for it.
villains that are immune to humans, just that don't get any damage from humans.
Get any damage?
Alright.
Immune to blades.
Scrolling back through, Mazzy missed one. Oh no, he didn't. I've
2 hits.
I've miscounted that. Have I miscounted that? 6, 5.
Matt missed twice.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On your first attack against him, you missed one of your hits, and then on the one from earlier on, you missed one of your hits again.
So,
Fair
do
enough.
you want to know how much damage you did in that fight, Matt? 136.
I'd love to.
136.
Oh dear. Owie.
Oh no!
Yeah,
No!
Yeah.
No! No!
Yeah.
No! 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 No!
136 damage. Do you know how much damage I did? 8.
Well, yeah.
I landed 1 hit and did 8. I'm gonna give up. I'm
This is
gonna
just-
switch all my
It's a team game,
spells.
JJ. We all
I'm
count.
gonna switch all my spells for stat boosting ones for other people and just leave it at that. And just be like, fuck it.
Tell
Mazzy,
Sam. Tell Sam.
Do you want
The reason I was going around with the sword and not doing any bows is because I've only got 5 arrows left. So
fuck
I was
the bow.
using my more
Who needs it?
effective weapon.
Yeah, so do you wanna know how much damage Matt did, Sam? I don't know if you can hear me.
I'll mute myself. I'll have a guess. I'm gonna guess 65.
You are more than
You're really.
not even
100%
close.
away.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't. Go on, tell me then.
136.
Wow.
I did 8.
You lot think fireball's overpowered? That's more than 2 fireballs hitting at max damage.
Yeah.
Ben, I think you've been a monster.
And Hunter's Mark lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
I haven't made a single goddamn thing. I've given him 1 weapon.
No, you gave him a double
Otherwise, that was
attack.
just completely.
You gave him a double attack.
That's ranger
No,
feat. That's a ranger.
I didn't give him double attack. That is a ranger feat.
That's
is
a
just
ranger feat?
genuine
Yeah,
ranger
rangers
feat.
get double
Oh
attack.
my
That is a ranger
Christ.
thing. I haven't given him shit other than bow dominance, which
You
I'm
gave me-
already
well,
regretting. But
I started off with the
Jesus
2 short
Christ.
swords, which I don't use anymore, and then the longbow, and that's it.
There's
You
also
could've sold
there's
those
just
for
got to be
money.
there's got to be a
Probably
point
will
where your
sell the
luck
short
just
swords now
runs
when
out.
When I get around to it.
I mean, make him roll with physical dice at some point, surely.
What are you
I
getting plus
even-
7 from on the hit?
Strength plus proficiency.
Yeah.
What's your strength?
4.
Strengths. Yeah.
Jesus.
So you've got 18 strength.
He has 18 strength.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got
Because I
18
remember he
wisdom.
rolled. So yeah, he rolled an insanely high 14 when we were doing his stats. Yeah. And then he put both of his things when he leveled up to level 4.
I thought you rolled. I think I remember in the first session I was like all proud because I was like, oh yeah, I got 16 strength, and you're like, I've got 17, bitch. I was like, oh, for God.
That sounds about right.
That's an astronomical damage, man.
You'll start missing at some point, but it's just when.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that was that entire session against Javiak where you spent 5 rounds trying to hit a single orc.
Oh, the one round where I actually have to show up. I have to prove to my brother that I'm better than him, and I can't do it.
Performing under pressure, it's not your forte.
I mean, what do you call this? Is that pressure?
No, that's
there was
fighting the Grinch.
There was no pressure
mate.
at any point throughout this fight at all.
Honestly, though, that is something else. I mean, let's have a quick maths. 6, 1, 7, plus 4 is 11, plus 5 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 26, 31, 35. You rolled 35 Hunter's Mark damage.
Wow.
And the thing is, Hunter's Mark lasts for an hour. So there's no chance of it running out. And I
think
don't
the
even
thing
it's
is,
concentration
like-
either.
No, it's not. It's just you get to do it.
That's
Matt,
insane.
I'm not talking to you. Spoiling my game. No, you're not spoiling my game. You're making it fun.
That's terrifying, man. The only thing that worries me is if Mazzy's outputting that damage, like, we're I'm a
Yeah, if Mazzy's outputting that damage, if Mazzy's outputting that damage, that means that I have to come up with things to counter that.
No, it is
Yeah,
concentration.
and
I've just looked
It
it
is
up.
concentration.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
it?
then you probably should have rolled concentration when you got hit by the Grinch, but you weren't here, so.
And when you got hit by
Whatever.
Doggy.
And when you got hit by Doggy, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
You also rolled some. So you're rolling a d12 for your double blade.
Yeah.
You rolled some ridiculous rolls on that
You've got
quite consistently.
You've got a D12
Yeah.
plus 4. So you've got 7,
D-
10.
Fucking hell.
I'm just gonna
I mean, to put
back
it in
out. Try
perspective,
and,
Matt, my rolls during that
Yep.
fight 4, 7, 19, 7. That's all I rolled during the fight. And then you're just there like, chop, 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 chop.
that the double attack really, really helped.
Oh god, yeah, that's a terrifying piece of vicious savagery. Oh,
Right, I'm just gonna leave and come back to see if I can actually pick up Sam and JJ again. Because I'm still only on 2 people with cameras.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I've got some static being picked up from someone's.
Hey.
Yeah, same here.
Might be low.
That would be me then. I'll unplug.
Oh yeah, we'll just trying to come back now. You plug it back in. Oh, it stopped.
Cool.
Oh, it hasn't. Oh, I don't know.
Alright.
That would be cool.
Oh, look. That sounds
Sam left.
He's got. He'll come back.
I'll be back in just 2 seconds. I'm just going to go grab another drink. And then hopefully Luke will be back and we'll pick it back up.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same. I might off of it. I'll have to put the stream on.
Did you pause the recording, JJ?
I did not. No, I'll put it on the whole screen now.
Yes.
Alright, we're back. We are back.
That's when I roll poorly.
When it doesn't fucking matter.
What are you investigating?
I'm trying to find out if
Grinchy's
there's
bag.
arrows that I can, yeah.
Grinchy's bag. So you lift up the Grinchy's bag and you place your hand in it, and so you can feel there is just like so much space.
Can I have
Like
Grinchy's bag?
you're like, you can have Grinchy's bag. Yes, add a bag of holding
Yes.
to your inventory. A bag of holding. As
Hang on
far
a
as you're
second. I
aware.
was investigating it. Hang on a second.
Yeah,
JJ
okay.
just snatched out of your hands.
I'm just staking a claim to it. I mean, realistically. Should be mad. She's done all the fucking work.
Well,
Is there anything in it, Ben?
It's fine though.
well,
I'll
okay.
just carry Mazzie's bag for him, like a golf caddy.
Like a golf caddy.
This one's.
So yeah, if we go off all of your things, especially JJ with a unnatural 20, you look inside, and it seems like the Grinch has pulled out most of what is in there, but there are bolts. So there are four crossbow bolts.
Oh, tasty.
There are a further 5 arrows.
Thank you.
5 arrows.
5 arrows.
That's
For
doubled
for the bow he doesn't have.
Let me finish. A short bow.
He's
You
a
pull out, and once again, you just see this like this. Even for a short bow, it's still fairly long to pull out of this little satchel. It's really, really weird, with this red and white sort of pattern going all the way down it.
He's very confident in his accuracy if he's only got 5 crossbow bolts and 5 arrows.
1 potion of greater healing.
I've also discussed prayer of healer, by the way, so everyone can take 19 hit points back.
Anyone mind if I take the potion of healing, as I don't have any potions?
That's fair.
Yourself.
It is a potion of greater healing, and I will look up what that does actually in a moment. But
I think it's 4d4.
4d4.
4 or something.
Yeah.
And then
well, unfortunately,
2d4 plus 4.
Unfortunately, all that healing from JJ wasn't enough for me, so I'm going to just.
4d4 plus 4 is greater healing.
What do you get, man?
Just going to cure wounds on myself.
19. What you got,
Yeah, it wasn't
36?
enough.
34.
34.
And 4 copper pieces. Oh, and some coal.
Going to add that to my healing.
4 copper pieces and 2 pieces of coal.
Matt, you can have the 4 copper pieces. Well done.
That's your tip.
Yeah.
I take what I can get.
Is that all, gentlemen?
Yeah.
You need nice piles of.
You can roll investigation.
And slay as well. Oh, that's not an investigation.
Looking through, you find a bunch of random objects. It's not a whole load of stuff that's got any massive amount of worth. So you found these little silver candlesticks. You can probably assume are worth 5 gold. A lot of little toys and stuff. A lot of random gears and bits of woodwork, small things like that. You find a couple of casks of wine. So say 2 bottles of wine.
Tips.
You could add to your thing. And Gylndan, a 22. You find amidst the furthest pile over here, you find this book. Rather big book. You open it up and it's got all these sort of scraps of paper. It's in this small wooden box. A small sort of engraved wooden box, very, very elvish sort of designs going all over it of these leaves and trees and everything like that.
Yeah.
Open it up, this book, open that up, all these different scraps of paper, and you can recognize a spell in amongst all of these scraps of paper written in elvish. You can add the spell Ice Knife.
Knife, baby.
You can add the spell Ice Knife to your thingamajig. I wonder if that's in the compendium. I doubt it is.
Knife, baby. Ding, 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 ding.
Let's see what this shit does.
No, it's Ice Storm, not Ice Knife.
Do I find anything with my 20?
Well, as I said, there were candlesticks worth about 5 gold. Maybe let's say there's 2 of those, and other than that, there's not really a whole lot unless you want a wooden toy, or
Whoa, ice storm.
or stuff like that. No, ice knife. It's not in the compendium. I'll send you.
Okay. Say, ice storm is a 4th level spell. That is a little beyond me.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to add it? Well, when I've learned it, I have to add it in by myself.
Yes.
That's okay.
For ease of thing, while I go through the rest, I'm just going to send you a link on Factbook to.
Make a ranged spell attack on a hit. The target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. When you cast this spell using a 2nd level or higher, the cold damage increases by 1d6.
It's alright.
Components: a drop of water or a piece of ice. I think you got that one covered most of the time.
You don't need components if you've got an arcane focus.
That is also true. I've forgotten that.
Other than that, there isn't really a whole lot in these things. Like I said, it's just a lot of junk, unless anyone wants like a wooden toy or a doll or
I suppose there's a wooden
little toy horse.
Aww.
I would say there's a wooden toy boat. I would say there's a little wooden toy boat with a little kind of fabric sail that's got a couple of holes in it from where it's been quite old. But yeah, it's like a little wooden sailboat. If you want to add that in, that's rather cute actually. And otherwise, that is about it. The Grinch indicated that there is a exit here. Won't make you roll to get up. You get up there in your own time, and you find this circular, big, kind of steel grate, and you lift it up, and there is just this blackness. It's this metal pipe, and it leads down into this just black hole.
Who wants to go down the slide first?
There is a sort of cold breeze coming up from it, but you can't see any light from where you are at the end of the tunnel.
Not of this where these guys live, but it's very impractical.
That's alright.
So does he just sit around all day, doing nothing?
Well, yeah.
He said it was Krampus' turn to get dinner, so.
Oh, what a nice dynamic these two had.
I know.
Until we slaughtered them both.
Until you slaughtered them both to get where you needed to go.
We tried. I tried diplomacy at the beginning.
You did try diplomacy. You didn't against Krampus. Krampus just straight up attacked you. And you thought,
tried
fuck
offering
you.
him a game of riddles. No, we did. Well, Krampus kind of started things, and Gylndan wanted to try fireball.
Yeah. So if you're going to head down, who's going to head down first?
I will go first with my duck.
The cannonball.
All right, the cannonball goes down first. You all hold the grate open for Doc. He steps inside, pushes himself off, and he starts tumbling down this metal pipe. Make me a dexterity saving throw, if you please, Dokrumir.
That's a 16. That's not bad.
That's fine. You are sliding down this thing for what seems like a little bit. It goes like all of a sudden really, really steep, but then it kind of goes around and kind of swings around, and you're there for not really that long a time, and eventually you see this. You start to see this light, and the thing sort of ends, and the slide sort of ends in this long sort of straight bit. And you stop, and then you just walk out the other side, and you're once again on one of these dragonborn paths. Rather conveniently, you find yourself once again on one of these paths of the dragonborn. With a little ways up, you can probably spot one of the signs to tell you where you need to go, and you remember that you need to find the Watergate symbol. For everyone else going down, can you make me dex saving throws, please?
Yay.
Mazzy and Gylndan.
No.
Actually, okay. So if we say that you're going down in the order that you are in, JJ, make me a. Now, what would be good for catching someone?
Dex or strength, I would guess.
I'd probably say Dex. Just make me a Doc. Make me a straight Dex, just dexterity check to see whether you can stop. As Mazzy seems to be going way too fast down this thing,
No.
and could potentially fly straight out the side. See if you can help him out. Make me a.
That's a 17.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Mazzy's flying down, and he seems to be going way too fast. But Doc, you managed to catch him before he goes shooting out of this tunnel, and you kind of slow him down, stop him, and you make it out to safety.
Doc, have you ever considered
Oramis,
being a
yep, you're
midwife?
fine. Gylndan. What are you laughing at?
I asked Doc
Gylndan asked me
if he would consider being a midwife.
Gylndan, whoever, so Oramis, Mazzy, or Doc, make a dexterity check again to see if you can stop Gylndan from flying. Just a dexterity check, just a general dexterity
Oh,
check.
cheers,
See.
Mazzy.
Yeah, well, Mazzy doing it first. Yeah, you managed to stop Gylndan from flying off the side, taking any damage. Congratulations, you've all had a lovely little slide, and you're now back out into the fucking freezing cold. You look out and you see this vast expanse ahead of you, this mountain range that seems to stretch on for miles and miles on end, and you continue your walk off into the distance. You walk into the night. And you start thinking maybe it's probably a good time to get some rest. There are two places that you could potentially sleep that you have seen on your travels in the last 15 minutes. A little ways ahead of you, you see this sort of small watchtower sort of thing. It's about the size of like a one-story building. This small circular round building. Looks like just like a break from the wind, from the bitterly cold wind, but there are a couple of cracks in the walls and such. Or previously, you did see evidence of a cave built into the side of the mountain. Which one would you rather sleep at? Or you could just sleep straight on the path if you really wanted to.
I think that's certain death.
Which one would you think you'd sleep at?
Cave or tower?
Cave or
Tower.
watchtower?
Would vote
I think
for the small
tower.
watchtower.
Yeah.
Small watchtower. Excellent.
Unless this is
Could
a
be it.
massive DM bait.
Can everyone roll initiative?
It is
I'm
filled.
not in the mood for another combat.
You see a dragon, you walk through the door and you see a dragon.
We just shut Mazzy in there with it.
Give him 5 minutes. As he rolls on his sleeves.
Please, he'd need at least 10 for a dragon. Same
I'm
outcome.
implying Mazzy is very quick to the draw.
Oh, yeah, but he's just going to have to stab his way through that hide.
Oh, you think
Just
how
hack
is he
it.
penetrating?
Okay. So you enter
crack on.
this small watchtower. There is nothing. There's nothing really in there, and anything that
You
was
should
in
be.
there, it's been like an age. It's been an age since anything has even remotely been there. There's like a couple of evidence of like some bones on the ground of where maybe something was here. Maybe an animal came in here at some point or another, or maybe whoever used to use this watchtower died in this watchtower. There are some old like benches and stuff, but
Maybe.
the ice and the wind of cold, the ice and the water of the ice have kind of corroded, made these things unusable. It is a break from the really harsh wind that the evening has brought up. Who would like to take the first watch?
I'll take it.
Okay. As a new method of random encounters for evenings and stuff, could you roll me a d12 and then perception? I have a number in my head. If you roll that number, you'll get a random encounter. Therefore, it's
So
fully random.
1d12 and then a
D12.
perception.
Just 1d12, then perception.
5.
Okay. And then just perception. Your light goes off with your watch goes off without a hitch. You're sat there. You're maybe having a look around the watchtower. There is stairs to go to the top of the watchtower. Looking out, the wind and stuff has very, very much calmed down now. It's a very, very clear night, very bright moon shining down over the mountainscape, and you can see very far and wide across into this sort of blackness below. Who is up next? I'm guessing Mazzy. Roll perception. Mazzy sees all.
What do I know?
I was just imagining you standing on the top of the watchtower, just like eyes just scanning like lasers.
Mazzy, you don't really see much. Maybe in the distance, way down, you can see the evidence of some like camps and like lights of what you can assume are camps, movements of the war tribes way down below. You can see like some torchlight in the sort of mountains in the just beneath the clouds below, but your watch goes off without incident. Who's up next?
Okay.
Oramis. Roll me a d12.
A d12.
Yes. And then perception.
Perception.
Oramis, your shift seems to go off without a hitch. You're sitting there kind of thinking, this is what a lovely evening. And then just before your shift ends, you're keen, you're keenly keeping a listen out. The wind has died down, and from outside you can sort of hear just some prints in the snow. You hear this some sniffling coming from outside. What would you like to do?
I was going to make a joke about Prince the artist, but I couldn't think of one, so I'm going to do investigation instead.
You investigating for a joke?
I'm going to go and take a look. Kind of like, I don't know, peer out.
Yeah, that'll also be a stealth check just to see whether you can do it stealthily enough, I guess.
Okay. Where is my stealth? Stealth. And investigation. Oh dear.
You sort of peer outside of the. Actually, let me need to roll for them. Lovely.
It's a them. There's more than one.
Well, you peer outside. You kind of look out into the thing, and you see these two kind of large creatures walking across the path that you guys were once just at. They've seemed to have come down the side of a sort of just a more steep sort of hill part of the mountain, looking for food and the like. Maybe moving down as it's getting rather cold up the top. They look like bears, but there's something about their face that's off. Something about their face that's different. They sort of squawk. They maybe like, and as one sort of like peers sort of in your direction, you think for a moment it's going to see, but it stops its head just in time, and it has this face of this owl. It's like the head of an owl, but the body
Griffin
of a bear. It doesn't have wings. It is an owl bear.
Owlbear.
It's got like the anatomy in terms of body of a bear, but like feathers cover its whole body, but no wings. And you think it's sort of like walking past. It hasn't yet noticed you. What would you like to do?
What do I want to do? Do I know anything about owlbears?
Make me an intelligence check. See whether you know anything about owlbears. Know anything of there. Actually no. Make me a nature check. That's also intelligence. Say that's not the same thing.
He's bailed you out there.
Make me a nature check. Make me a nature check. You know they are. You know the bear and you know an owl. So put the two and two together. It looks big and hulking. There's two of them. They have these like huge. This sort of huge anatomy. They're bigger than what a bear is like. You know they eat meat and anything of the sort, and they can often be fairly aggressive. They prefer the colder, more temperate areas, and yes, that's probably all you would know at a 12 about the young owlbear.
Ben,
yes.
Can you? This is just a question for you as a DM. Could you tame animals like this?
Not
these ones.
I don't know how that would work, but not that I know of. It would
Okay.
take
Do have someone to go and
it would
say.
take quite a while, and you
Well, I want to save him riding in on an owlbear.
Can I cast minor illusion on these
Yes.
bears and kind of make like I don't know what their typical prey is, but like a small animal kind of appear in front of them and like sort of run off away from them as far as my spell allows.
Yeah. So something like a little hare or rabbit or something.
Mhm.
Something fairly small that they can go chase. Yeah, so you the little thing of your hand, you summon this sort of hare that appears in front of them, and looks at them, and suddenly they turn, and they're very, very interested, and they come dashing after this hare, and it sprints off, and it sort of sprints off into the distance. I'm just going to make a quick intelligence check for them to see whether they know it's no. The owlbear seem to run off, bound off into the distance after this small hare, which I guess probably disappears after you stop seeing it. But they probably, with the massive 4 intelligence check I rolled for them, they probably just think, it's just run way down the way. Let's just go chase it. And the 2 owlbears run away. Good job. They don't seem to come back, and with the maybe half an hour that's left of your thing, you're keeping a watch out for them to come back, but they don't seem to. And because I'm only going to make you roll for 1 random encounter in the evening, you'll wake up in a brand new, beautiful day.
Oh, let's get some spells back.
Get your spells back. Get your spells back, get your health back, get all that good stuff back. I'm just going to go pee. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and we'll continue on with day 2.
Well, they're
Should we
the best
knock off the
intimidation
ration?
rolls I've ever got.
Oh damn!
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, wow.
Oramis, knock off a ration.
Get rid of the hair that I found a hair ages ago. Get rid of that.
I didn't mean to
I
do
wonder
it, Luke. Oh, well.
Yeah.
There
I
you go,
was
Matt.
just thinking Ben had planned a really good attack for those, and then Luke was just they just decided to run away.
They run away.
Alright, I didn't mean to click on it because I like leaving a bit of mystery, but so I was just trying to look up an image of what an owlbear looked like. I accidentally clicked on the wiki for it, and it's a good thing you didn't engage with Luke because they're pretty fucking strong.
Good. I don't know how to actually delete the thing that has hair in it. I've just deleted the word hair and the number, so I just have a blank.
Scroll down to the bottom and click on the
Mhm.
padlock symbol.
Ah, there we go. And then bin.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you.
then click on it again at the bottom, and it'll. I think it's to stop you accidentally deleting stuff.
Ben.
Yes.
As we're all waking up, can I use either persuasion or perception and try and convince these guys that I scared off 2 owlbears by like attacking them? I made them run away.
I mean, you could just tell them. You could tell them, and then it's up to them to see whether they believe. I mean,
we all know Oramis is full of shit, so it's going to have to be pretty convincing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Roll persuasion.
Let's just think about it. Oramis tells us he defeated 2 owlbears.
Single-handedly, without waking
and I think you guys believe him.
He gives you the most detailed account of the evening ever. It's absolutely insane. He tells you, it's almost bard-like how incredible he tells you this tale of how single-handedly he strapped their beaks shut so that they couldn't squawk and wake you all because he was so because he knows that sleep is important to a lot of you. Tamed them all, rode one to kill the other. It was absolutely fantastic. But the reason their bodies aren't there is because little known fact about owlbears, they actually disappear and all the blood disappears and everything disappears. Yeah, guys, but you'll believe it because you're like, oh my god, Oramis. Good job. I probably should have let you explain that, but whatever.
Sweet.
Good job, Sam. Those are some.
Because Oramis didn't actually tell the story. It was just God.
We just woke up and we just somehow knew that Oramis had.
He said it all with a look.
Yeah. Oramis just had his look in his eye, and intuitively we all knew he had been equal in combat to Mazzy during the night.
What look is it to say I killed 2 owlbears?
Duke.
I'll buy it.
I just walk around like this.
Just FYI, I've rearranged my spells a little bit and I've put in Featherfall because we're all walking along risky ledges, so that might be useful at some point.
That is a good plan. And those are some
tasty
lethal,
divination rolls.
Tasty divination rolls. Definitely don't want to be rerolling
I've got my spells back, but I didn't use any of my level 3 slots. And I was really hoping to use Spirit Guardians against the Grinch. Because it's an AoE, and it makes it difficult terrain, and deals damage. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be so useful. And then it's like, oh, it's the Grinch, and there's an extra target. And then before I even got a chance, Mazzarious slayed one of them. And I'm like, oh, it's not much point using it now. I'll save my level 3 spell, and if things get dire.
Fair. You wake up. It's a brand new day. And you continue.
It's a beautiful
on your way down the path, down the mountainside. You go on and on. You're walking till about it's about an hour and a half, and you pass this sort of you're walking down, and the path sort of fades from here for a little bit. The path seems to sort of fade. The weather has clearly taken a turn on this area, and there's no evidence, but there is just one straight path to go down, so it's fine. And as you're walking down, you begin to hear like the rocks crackling, and you begin to hear the rocks kind of crackling and crumbling, and there appears to be sort of movement around you. And just before you can do anything, suddenly you hear this great crack, and this rock sort of splits around you, and you just hear something move, and suddenly this huge bit of rock smashes out of the wall, and suddenly it's just, Hunters! Hunters are here! hunters! And then another bit of rock just smashes and things open, and you turn around, look up, and it is this huge humanoid thing just pulling itself out of the rock. Its grey skin, like freeing itself from the rock and ice and snow. And ahead of you, you see another one. These two things, hunters, 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 just like screaming and running around. Dragon hunters, get away, hunters! And he kind of like pulls this like ice and stuff from its face and looks at you and stares down at these two giants. They're great. They have a grey skin, leather, sort of like basic sort of like leather tunics that a lot of them have like ripped and stuff from just pulling itself out of the wall. And they kind of stare down at you. They're going, "Stop, dragon hunters! Get away from our land! You've done enough damage! Get away!"
Whoa! We are not dragon hunters.
Not. You look like dragon armor, weapons. What are you doing here?
We're
hunters doesn't mean we hunt dragons.
Exactly.
Make me persuasion. Someone can assist.
Who's
I would say you, Sam, as you said it first, but someone can assist if they give me a decent enough.
I probably shouldn't have got -1, but
yeah.
Persuasion.
And let the others do the talking.
oh,
He sort of looks at you like, you look like dragon hunters. Get out of here! No,
hang on.
Are you sure? Oramis is kind of backing up Gylndan here pretty hard, but that's just that's a 19.
Shit! Yeah, you roll. Yeah,
that's a 19.
But who was rolling it? So if it was just advantage that I gained, I had a pretty terrible roll. So
yeah, I'd say Gylndan was the one to say it first, and he had a pretty terrible roll, and he gained advantage from Oramis and Mazzy trying to back him up. So that's a 10. That would be a 10 with advantage, unfortunately. So he kind of looks down at you. You look like dragon hunters, armor, weapons. You just like them.
Whoa!
And the one behind her. Yes, they're dragon hunters. Let's kill them, Freakly. Let us kill them. Let's kill them for the tribe. They're kind of looking up. They haven't kind of moved yet. This one. Apparently his name is Frickly. Like, no, we'll not stoop to their level. Get down. Go back from whence you came.
No.
Glaring.
We need some. We're here for our friend. We're here trying to track down our friend.
How can we hunt them if there aren't any left?
What do you mean, not any? The dragons are all around. This is dragon territory, all around us. Where? They live in the mountains. We are at war. We know you dragon hunters come to hunt them. Get out of the north.
What year do you think it is?
To
be fair, I don't have a clue either.
We are in the midst of the dragon war. Yes.
No.
Man, filth.
Yeah.
It's like 500 years ago.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Who?
Whoever. Sir Doc. Let's go with Sir Dokrumir.
I have +7 persuasion.
Yeah, but
you need to speak then.
That's a 13.
It's a 13. I'd probably say they.
Technically, I can roll that flat because I have disadvantage on persuasion. But fuck it, I don't know. I forgot.
I'm probably they're probably looking down at explain how is it so long? What happened? Who won? If you know so much about this dragon war that ended 500 years ago.
Are they doing that hand action?
Yeah. 500 years ago.
500 years ago, there were no dragons. Everyone in the south, no one saw dragons for ages. We just assumed there were none.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe maybe it's only 300 years ago. Now I'm looking at these.
It was 500 years ago.
500
And,
years ago, things changed. The
it was
war
a big
started
war.
between dragons and mankind. The battle was long and brutal. Mankind ripped the earth and disease us, blah, blah, blah. 200 years of war. So 500 years ago it started, with 200 years of war means 300 years ago it ended. I can do maths. Anyway. Oh yeah, there's also a line about the paragraph down. It says 300 years later, where our campaign begins. Just cut to that one.
Flickly, we did it again. What? we overslept. What?
By some distance.
What do you mean we did it again? What do you mean we overslept? What do you mean we overslept? The tribe never came to wake us up. We overslept again. What? 300 years we overslept. We've done it. You. And he kind of points down to Doc. What do you know of the giants? Are they here? Do you know of the Rock Throw clan? What do you know of Rock Throw?
Can I pick up a rock and just sort of toss it to the side and be like, that's all I know of Rock Throw.
Ben, can I, because I might know where this knowledge is, can I do a history check or something?
Yeah. Make me a history.
To be fair, I've got
history or nature. I mean, either or. Yeah, history.
I mean, I've got. Can I make one as well? Because I've got stone cutting. So whenever I make a history check in relation to the origins of stonework.
Okay. Yeah. You could. You could make one.
Oh, that's shit.
Gylndan, you know of giants, and you know that they are in different tribes. Giants generally live in these sort of different herding tribes. Some of which are, herders. Some of which maybe were involved in the Dragon Wars or some such. Don't really, you're not quite sure, but this just sounds like they're talking about their tribe. This sort of sounds like they're talking about their tribe, the Rock Throw clan. Doesn't seem to be
about Rock Throw.
Looking at them, they probably think that it's more significant. They're kind of looking at has Rock Throw tribe succeeded? Have we? Did we win? Did we win the war?
Yes.
Spear oogie.
Yes, we won the war. We won.
Doc,
we won.
do you know
the two giants trying
Oh god!
trying not to step over you guys.
In a cheerful mood, so they don't
trying to
pieces.
Trying not to step over you guys. They kind of run up and hug each other, and then Doc, they go down and pat you on the head, really, really gently, trying not to crush you. As their hand is their hand and forearm is as big as you.
Yeah.
They're trying not to crush you. Thank you,
Doc.
Be you all dwarves? You're very small. And he gonna
Mr. Fritley, is that your name?
Yes, Fritley, yes.
We're looking for a friend. It would appear that you're also looking for some friends as well. Perhaps we could journey together.
Where are you journeying?
We're going a bit further north. I don't know if any of your Rock Throw clan would be up there.
I will find Rock Throw clan. Give me one moment. And he walks up to the edge of the cliff, places his hands to his mouth, takes a huge breath in, and just goes, screaming out into the distance. Turns around. Give me one moment.
Okay. Take all the time you need.
You all kind of stood there waiting. Fleetley, the other one, she looks like a female giant. She's kind of sat there waiting, You're waiting for a moment, and after a little while, in the distance you hear this. Rock Throw lives. And he picks up this massive boulder and chucks it off the edge.
These people.
Flickly, the female one, just kind of looks at him and just goes, "That was beautiful, Flickly. Thank you, Flickly. Thank you, gentlemen. We go this way. We cannot help. Where is your friend? Who is your friend?"
We're not entirely sure. We're trying to cut him off. Actually, they're coming from further south. He's been taken by some evil people, some dragon
Evil
hunters.
people.
He's been taken by some dragon hunters.
Dragon hunter. Bastards.
I know, right?
Wait. Why they're dragon hunters if dragons all dead?
Well, they're looking for the tomb of all the red dragon.
All the bastard.
I know, terrible bloke.
Where are they going?
They're heading further north.
Where north?
Just a side note, just so I don't get this wrong. We're heading for a pool, aren't we? Or have we been there?
You're heading for this. You're heading for this
little island in a pool.
Yeah, I mean you have a map. You have a very like that basic map that Angus drew.
Back in character. We're heading for an island on a lake. You must know it. It looks quite distinctive. We have a map.
Lake map. Let me see map.
Yeah. Who's got it? Just show.
Yeah, which one of you does have a map actually?
Oh, we probably left it back in somewhere.
Or Angus has it, in which case you fucked.
No, I think Angus left. Angus hid some stuff, didn't he? He left us a note and things like that before he was taken.
Oh yeah, he left a note with a map on the other side. So one of you can have put that in your inventory. I won't judge you.
Take
okay.
it for the
You kind of show him your little thing, and he kind of looks down, and it's like he proper has to lie on the ground and look, and you're placing this thing, and it's his entire face is just right in front of you. Ah! And as he goes his mouth completely opens up to just you, and this horrible stench.
Brush your teeth, mate.
And he kind of gets up. That way, and he points further down the thing. Few hours, you get there.
That the same way as you?
Creepy place. No, I go that way. You go that way. I go that way. Clan.
Sure you don't want to come.
Rock clan. I'm gonna pick up the biggest stone I can find and try and throw it in the same direction he did. Not the biggest thing that there is, something like the size of a bowling ball or something. But I think I can roll
me a strength check to see what size stone you pick up.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's a 16.
Yeah, you pick up a decent sized stone. It's like for an ordinary man that would be particularly heavy to get over their head, but no, for you great Dokrumir, you kind of heave it up over your head, and you throw it over the edge.
Rock clan.
You rock throw impressive.
That's good from a giant.
Flickly, and he looks over to the woman. To the woman. What do you think, Flickly? Oramis, you said you wanted to try and why don't you come with us? Roll persuasion.
Oh, finally the big gun.
Here we go, boys.
Given their duty is to go back to their clan, it might take a bit, but okay.
You could bring the clan if you want. You could,
Ben, do you think a natural 20? I think I've seen Oramis really talk these guys into coming with us.
Are you easy on that?
Matt, if we rock it, this is outside of the game.
Strictly...
If we rock it with a fucking giant, we're doing fine.
I don't think you realise quite how powerful giants are.
I have no idea.
If this had been a combat encounter, you would have been TPK'd by the time they got about 2 or 3 hits in.
I'm using my 20.
looks over to Fleekley. So the Fleekley, the male, looks over to the female and goes, Fleekley, I must go help. These men need help finding friend. You know you know what that is like. You go to Rockthrow. Tell them I'm alive. Apologize for sleeping in. That was embarrassment. But go, tell them we're alive. I will find you. I will find you again. Listen out.
What, another
my
300 years?
Quickly. Oh, Freakley. So brave. Oh, okay. And she kind of walks up to him, gives him a big hug, and she kind of looks back. Take care of my Freakley. And leaps off the edge of the mountain. Literally just like jumps off the edge of the frickin' mountain. Just like jumps off like into the cloud and mist below. When planning this encounter, I did not for a second. Like Luke, I was going to fail you there, but Sam had a fucking nat 20 in his bag.
Oh my god. What a man. The thing is that's a nat, so that replaces the dice roll, not the result. So that's actually a 27 with the nat 20.
It replaces the result.
No, I think it replaces the dice roll.
It's just the 20, doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure that replaces the roll.
Either way, that would be a crit. With it, I believe it to be it replaces the whole result. But even with a 20, that still counts as a crit. So
all I'm saying, Oramis is good with words.
Luke, you were getting there, and you were really close, but you were about to say the wrong thing. So I just gave you a little tap with my staff on your butt.
Oh my god! For reference, this is the map I had prepared for this.
Oh, is he going to fit down this path?
And this is a giant.
Oh
god!
This is one of them giants. This would have been the other one, and you would have had to fight on this.
Oh my god! Are you absolutely destroyed.
I toned them down a little bit considering they are quite old. But don't worry, I did tone them down just a little bit.
Good, because we don't like two real rock giants. We're fucked.
How high is this ridge?
This ridge is extremely high. This is like you're nearing the mountain peak.
Off, certain death.
Not if you've got feather fall.
Yeah, I think we.
Not if you got feather fall.
Just all
I got 50 foot of rope.
That ain't getting you anywhere.
Oramis gets 50, and then the giant just pulls the rope up, and it's like a big piece of spaghetti with a meatball hanging on the end. It's Oramis the human pinata too. Giant boogaloo.
Oh god, my throat hurts so bad. You've got a fucking rock giant, hill giant, mountain giant. What the fuck have you got a giant? Yes. So I guess with that, can you just?
Sorry, I just wanted to make the point that I feel like Oramis's respect in the group has just gone up greatly, because not only has he convinced these guys that he fought two owlbears, he's now just convinced a giant to be our friend.
I mean, the respect probably couldn't have got any lower. So yeah.
All right, cheers. Thanks very much.
Mazzy's got a pretty low opinion of you since you stole his stuff. And also, you admitted to Gylndan that you stole his stuff as well. So.
Oh yeah, in the heat of battle.
He's quite a lot at the moment, so you're all right there.
Oh.
Although he doesn't approve of the theft.
Listen, I had a troubled upbringing. Oh,
it's D&D. We all had troubled upbringing to get over it.
It's D&D and you're a rogue. It's pretty much guaranteed that your parents died and you lived on the streets. That's D&D archetypes right there.
Right. So are we moving on? Can we all climb on him and will we move faster?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do.
Yeah.
You have to ask. Give him a persuasion.
Frickly, because we're trying to. Well, because we're trying to get ahead of these people. We want to cut them off at the path. We've taken this shortcut. Do you think if we all sort of clamber on you, we get there a lot quicker, wouldn't we? It must be frustrating for you. We're just puny humans. We don't walk very quick.
Yes, you're all very small.
All right, so some of us are shorter than others, but.
All right, he sits down. He kind of sits down, and from behind some of the rocks, he pulls out some of these random bits and bobs that he clearly has, just this massive club that he has as well. He pulls this out, ready to sort of leave. And from it, he pulls out some leather straps, and he slings them over his back. And he's like, "Hold on!" He gets you all to hold on to these sort of leather straps that he's got on his back, that he's got held kind of on his back. And he gets up, and he moves, and you move further along down the thing. You've all got
this is a nice little moment.
Man. The bit. Oh, you've made things so much easier.
Easier?
Yeah. For later. Maybe.
Oh dear.
So you all you get lifted up by Frickly, and now you are very, very high. It's very, very bumpy and wavy and all that as he's trying to he holds the straps in one hand, it kind of goes around his back, and you're all sort of holding on, and he is sort of hunched over to make it easier for you all to hold on, so you're not just hanging there. But it's also kind of hard for him to follow along this sort of path. But you do eventually make it, and after a couple of hours of walking, or at least for Frickly walking, you guys holding on, you turn around the corner of this sort of mountain's edge, and you can see in the distance the Watergate. This place. You can see it sort of down below. For the past hour, you've been sort of descending slowly. So you've finally sort of made it. Within the next hour, you make it down far enough to see it a little bit more clearly. This place is this sort of valley, and it only has one sort of long, narrow, sort of straight leading towards it. I'll show you the basic map that I've got set up for it. I will improve on this map for next week, but I think so. You guys have come down here, down in this little corner bit here.
Well,
here is the waterfall. So if you zoom out down in the bottom right of this long, narrow sort of corridor,
yeah,
you've all come down this bottom path here. There is this long, narrow sort of valley with these sort of cliff faces that kind of go up. This bit here is a little parapet. There are rocks and stuff about. Laid all about. In here is this kind of frozen over pool, and in the middle of the pool you can see a bunch of rocks placed up on the edges. Around the pool as well is a couple of rocks and bits and bobs. But the pool and the lake and this little trickling river that flows through is completely frozen. Frickly steps on it and it doesn't break. That kind of extremely.
What are you trying to say?
Narnia kind of.
Aye.
Narnia frozen, yeah. And as you step into this place, you can see here this waterfall. The waterfall is completely frozen. These kind of shards of ice coming down as to where the waterfall should be, and this sort of pile of rocks in the middle here. Frickly is very, very careful when moving around them. As you can see, in the middle of this pile of rocks, there's this sort of slate that kind of goes up about 5 feet, and in the slate is this hole. And the hole is about this big, and it looks like it's got some kind of fixing bit in it. It looks like something's meant to be fixed in this sort of hole bit here. I will make you all smaller. Stop moving. Oh, Sam, I'm gonna kill you.
Please don't.
I'm actually Brickley steps on you, you're dead. I won't be that hard.
I'm staying well clear of this boy.
Um,
Oh, man,
hold on. If I put you all down,
This is a big arena.
this is a big
Yeah.
sort of area. And then if I put,
I'm guessing is this place on the map?
yeah, this is the place on the map here.
Oh,
It's
so
the
we're
waterfall
probably
that's
gonna
been frozen
engage.
over.
Probably going to engage
In
V in
the-
this corridor then.
Yeah, in the middle of that, there is that. There are rocks and stuff all around. So if I just go and draw some shapes here. If I do
It's
that.
so cool that we've got a rock giant.
Just please tell me his first
I-
move isn't just to smash the ground.
I actually can't believe. I was thinking, oh yeah, it'd be cool. They'll do this quick, like, talking encounter with these giants, and it'll be, a bit of world building. I can't believe out of all that, I didn't think they'll befriend the rock giant. Like, in none of that in none of what my thinking, I thought, yeah, they'll just befriend a rock giant. They'll be fine.
I think a standard tip for a DM is whenever you're going to introduce an NPC, think your party is either going to be friendly, fuck it, or fight it.
Especially if you have someone like this.
He might try and do both, or
All three.
He's got to fight it to fuck it.
Come on.
Well, see, he starts off friendly, and then he fucks it, and then he's a disappointment, so it causes a fight.
Oh!
Oramis is a disappointment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is
Okay.
it true what they say about dwarves, AJ? That everything's in
What?
proportion?
The hell are you drawing, Ben?
No,
I'm drawing-
it's proportional
so
to the
these-
dwarf. They're as tall as humans.
So, gentlemen, you are now in where you know that V is taking Angus. This is the waterfall.
Yeah.
In the middle of the waterfall, like I said, there is this slate that leads up in this hole about this big, this circle about this big in the middle of the slate, facing in the direction of the waterfall. Around the place are several large stones. If you see a stone with a blue outline, it's about 5 feet tall. If it's got a red outline, it's about 10 feet tall. Sariel said that you would make it here about a day faster than
We did hop a ride with the giant.
you did. So maybe now you've even got a day and a half. You got a day and a half head start to those guys. You have a couple of options ahead of you. You can either go after them, try and track after them, or you can hold this position and wait for them. If you go after them,
What are we
that is
thinking,
another
chaps?
map altogether.
Yeah.
If you stay here, you have these items here that you can move around as you all would wish to set an ambush. As you kind of think, looking at them, if you all work together for about a day and a half, you could probably move a
Do we
lot of
know
these items into
Which
position.
direction they're going to be coming from? Are they be coming from the left?
They will be coming from the only direction they can come from, which, yes, is the left.
Are these really sheer sort of hillsides or mountainsides?
Yes, these are sheer like cliffs that sort of
There's
go
no
up like
chance of
30
them-
feet.
Couldn't climb them.
These are like mountain.
Yeah.
These are like mountain, the beginnings of mountains.
Bollocks.
There's
United
very
have just
little
scored.
chance that they'll be. There's
Okay.
very little chance that they'll be coming from any of these sort of areas. Also, the red outlined rocks give you full cover. The blue ones give you half. I will come up with better shapes for them for next week.
Okay.
Okay.
But what would you like to
Do
do?
you think it's worth using the little bottleneck in?
Yeah, I think we hold this as a choke point, and we follow them.
Yeah.
It's good as anything. What's this on the right here? Little raised platform.
That is a raised platform of about 15 feet.
Okay.
Can I just suggest we possibly don't initially set up in here?
No.
Perhaps we
In the corridor.
set up out here, and then we can retreat in here.
Yeah, I'll rate that.
Especially as Matt and I are limited on range weapons.
Well, we all are in a sense.
Yeah, true. So perhaps we could
in a wall.
Yeah, can we, with the help of Freely, build a rock, effectively a trap, in the choke point here, so when we pull back through it, we can release like a small avalanche on someone to step in, and we'd have to build in a trigger like around here. Are there any like trees and stuff around?
There is. You can make me a survival check to gather enough foliage and stuff for things like branches and stuff. There are trees and stuff around, but they are obviously, this is the north. You've travelled to an extremely far north point. In fact, probably on Freakley's back, you could see behind this place, behind some of the mountains, maybe in some of the cracks between the mountains, the frozen sea behind, as far as your eyes could go. This is the top of Ambyr. This is the tippy top of Ambyr, with the sea completely frozen in cold, stretching for miles and miles.
I just want to know if we can sort of use logs in our construction of things. If we can get pull up a couple of trees or something.
Yeah, you could also rip apart this thing. This thing, being long, was meant to be like a big log, so you could rip that apart for
I was looking at that and thinking that might be a good thing to sort of lie down flat in here, and then or wherever, actually, to be honest. And it's just something that, well, me and Luke with range weapons, well, maybe Sam as well, we can come out fire and drop back for cover.
I think we want to be maybe sitting here to start with. Are we leaving this completely bare?
Well, if we sit here, then we've got to walk in front of our barricade to get into here. So I'd say probably something.
Well, let's sit here. This is a really long straight that we want to. I think we want to pepper them, as long as I know Luke's not got the best range, but Matt, you've got a ridiculous range, and I've got a pretty good range, and so's JJ.
I mean, I've got good movement, so if we know they're coming, I could start up here perhaps,
and then pull back,
and then because I can
also loan Oramis my light crossbow for this, which has got a range of 80 feet if necessary.
That's better.
Yeah, because I mean,
if we can do something like say Mazzy and me in the front, and then with Gylndan and Oramis behind, or me and Oramis in the front with Mazzy and Gylndan behind, or something like that. To initially, I don't know. Also, it's 10 to 10, so I don't know if we want to like wrap this up. And then we'll brainstorm this during the week rather than spending the whole like time just talking about it. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Right. So before Ben, do we have? So yes. We had that sort of vision, that dream of V.
Yes.
Do we have any sort of idea what size his military company is? Because that makes a big difference with how we approach this.
You could hear in the background a lot of different like this sort of large. You could hear in the background a large force like drinking and stuff. And Sariel said that a large army came through a town, like a large militia came through a town.
Rough numbers, rough guess.
I mean, you didn't ask, but you can probably guess. Given especially with you, the divination thing, given the noise and stuff you heard from the last time, probably a few more than what you fought back when you were ambushed by Daviak.
Okay, so 20-30.
20-30, yeah.
Just had a thought.
Yeah?
With Sam's big fireball,
that's going to be huge.
Be melting any of the water or any of the ice?
As a thing, no. I'm not going to bother with melting stuff. Unless you wanted to. Unless you specifically wanted to try and melt something like that.
Is this whole thing
the ice? Like I said, Frickley is... Pardon?
Is this whole thing water, or is it just the lake where we are?
Just the lake where you are is like frozen ice. I'll get a better map for next week, but
that's all tundra.
This is... Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The rest of it's all snowy tundra.
With the fireball, I think the best thing to do that is try and bunch them in some way.
Yeah. That's why it might be good to save it for the bottleneck. Going
Yeah.
to the cave area.
Yeah.
Not cave. You know what I mean? Cove.
Maybe it's the sort of thing where, because we've all got range, we stand up front, fire, and then just as a group, we just take 6 steps, like 30 feet back. Because I mean, how long?
Yeah.
How long is this thing from the front? It's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
We could set up little points everywhere, like how far we move back. And then say you fire your shots, you move back to the next one. You fire
It's
your
like 200 feet.
and then we all fire our shots, move back to the next one.
It's like
Yeah, I mean,
150,
having
200 feet to move back. So
having a progressive
a few rounds of shooting.
Go on, Luke.
Well, I was just to say we could actually set up some kind of sort of progressive retreat. So, like Matt was saying, we maybe start here, or maybe not quite so far forward. Start further forward. We can shoot, and then take our actions to move back.
We'd have to do a bit of calculating, because if we're moving, we can only move 30 feet with a shot, and then if they're dashing to get to us, that's they're catching up quite quick. So,
well,
have to be quite close to the
I
bottom.
can just stay at the back.
What's the radius of spike growth?
Sorry?
What's the radius of spike growth? How much can we cover to slow
Right.
them down?
2-0.
I mean, also it's worth bearing in mind. Obviously, Mazzy has a million yard range on his.
Yeah,
600 yards
on his laser beam.
You also have a hill giant with a speed of 40 feet. He can throw rocks with disadvantage up to 240 feet.
Well, he's joining the artillery then.
What's regular? What's regular range?
Regular range is 60.
Oh, that's all right.
Well, accurate range is 60 feet.
Anyway, JJ, back to the spike growth. It's a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range, and the range is 150 feet.
Okay, so you can stand right at the back, cast spike growth to slow them down, because that makes it difficult terrain. We be as close as we need to. You and Freetley just peppering them with arrows and shit, and then shoot, fall back. Yeah. If we have some sort of maybe trap for the gaps here, so that when we fall back through, we can get a couple of them in it and trigger a small avalanche of some small boulders or something.
Well, doesn't Doc have gunpowder?
I do have a small case of gunpowder. You're right. I bought a small case of gunpowder.
And I have 10 meters of string. That can't be right.
I've got 30 meters of rope left.
Oh, I have 10. I have 10 feet of string. I also have 50.
You also have something like 1,000 ball bearings.
I have 1,000 ball bearings.
1,000 ball bearings is a fucking lot.
Throw them out in here, and that'll stop them. Little skid trap.
Yeah.
Ball bearings on ice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to lay traps, clearly.
Yeah, I think...
we want to choke point them, and then especially if we can get Fritley, and Fritley's going to have an area damage as well, so...
Yeah.
Because can we cover that gap? Yeah, we can sort of tank that gap a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we can... I think if we... How many times can you cast spike growth and things, Matt?
I'll go back to it.
I believe he's got 3 spell slots, 2 first level and 1 second level.
2 levels on the spike growth, and then I've got 4 spell slots for all my other stuff. So the Hunter's Mark, Cure Wounds, and Create or Destroy Water, which I'm probably not going to need ever.
Oh yeah, you got 4 first level spell slots and 2 second level.
2 for the spike growth. So yeah.
Okay. So you can create 2 spike growth. If you put a spike growth or something, as we fall back, if you had 1 spike growth up front to make it so we can fall back, and then 1 as we fall back.
Yeah.
you make it difficult terrain to force them to bunch up, and then Gylndan, you can hit them with fireball, as they're all stacked up together. And then we can work out whether or not we do the rock trap or, as Oramis said, I've got gunpowder.
Well, this.
I will get a more definite set of rocks and stuff like that in the week.
You do that, and during the week we'll figure out.
But it'll be if you sort of. I'll probably get it to you by tomorrow, and I'll send a picture to the chat. You will all have access to move them, but once the fight starts, obviously you can't move them. I mean, you could, but that. I mean, I don't know why you want to.
Yeah.
Would we be able to do anything with our arcane focuses? I'm just trying to remember how they work.
Spells.
I was going to say I think you can do magic with them.
Oh yeah. But you can't bring anything to life, can we? So
no. I'll have a look through the cleric spell list, because if we've got a day and a half, we'll have a long rest, so I'll be able to swap out
change your spells
potentially. So I could swap out something like inflict wounds or whatever that I'm probably not going to use at close range and see what we get. I don't know, I have to see if there's any decent trapping stuff.
We have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
I've just realised I've also, not only do I have a hammer, I've got a crowbar. So I mean, things like that. Could I help make more rocks from the more tiny little rocks from the?
You'd be there for hours doing that, and you'd be chipping up.
Okay.
You would be there for a very, very long time.
Yeah,
but I will say, in a lot of situations where you've had to break open a door, you could have used that crowbar.
Yeah.
Let's just not forget we do have a hill giant who is probably quite good at smashing rocks.
Yeah.
Will he be able to make more debris for it?
I think we've got Freatley with us, so we can do a lot of setup.
Good.
I have a feeling Ben's going to have to rethink the size of the army.
Did I say 20 to 30 units? I meant 50.
I've since seeing what Mazzy just did, and also I'm not going to change it based on the giant, because they don't know you have a giant.
They don't know that we know.
But did they might have
Nor
a giant.
did I know.
They attacked us last time they had a giant, didn't they?
They had an ogre.
Ogre, yeah. Oh, we're going to see Fritley go against some ogres. Please.
That would be that would actually be.
That's 1-0 Freatley, surely. Like giant versus ogre is surely giant.
Can we get some stats on Freakley?
On our side.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I'll get you some stats on Freakley. I've also been meaning for ages to get you stats on Angus, which I will do.
Yeah, I was going to ask how much health would he have as a giant?
Health as a giant.
To keep him alive, and I don't want Freatley being pissed off at us. So.
Health as a giant, he has 105.
Okay.
He's alright for a bit.
But he has an armor class of 12.
Ooh.
So
I was going to say, he's going to go out in front.
Well, it depends. If they've got loads of... There's no point in him going out front if he's just get peppered by ranged units.
I mean, if he's
got his big club.
If he's got 60-foot range of rocks, I think stick him in the back and tell him to lob shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Imagine
it's getting last resort, and we're getting.
We'll sort it during the week. We'll sort it during the week.
Yeah, we'll sort it out during the week.
Gucci.
Yes.
This is going to be some fun planning during the week while we figure all this out.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe something a bit more like more of a planned thing. Obviously, of course, you guys can go on the attack. Like I said, I've also got stuff prepared for you guys to go on the attack to try and find them and get angry.
I think there's too many of them to warrant an attack.
I am a sneaky boy.
What about? I would probably recommend this for Luke because he's quick.
We could.
Thank you.
Oramis.
What about Oramis?
Yeah. Going on a little bit of a scout.
Yeah, that's true. We could send Oramis and Mazzy on a scouting mission to.
We could do that, and then we could fall back.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't engage; you just see what we're up against, and then come back.
That's actually a really good point. You could do that.
I think that's a good idea. If we know what we're up against, then say if we know they've got a couple of ogres, we're going to want to hit them early because as soon as they get close to us, that's trouble.
Yeah. All right.
Gucci.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't think we're going to get this done in one session.
I am hoping.
I don't mind that
we...
though. I don't mind that at all, Ben.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping if you guys have an exact plan of what you want to do by next week. So like you can this would start probably next week. So if you guys
when are we doing D&D?
Oh right, Wednesday the 30th, I believe we said.
Yeah, we talked about 30th.
Unless people wanted to play like Siege and stuff then, because obviously Wednesday is usually Siege, but this is technically a Siege in a way.
Oh,
Defenders,
not looking forward to it anymore.
Matt and I are Oramis.
Yeah. Freakly is both Montaigne, Tachanka, and just everything all at once.
Catcan with those improvised explosives. What is it within the lore of like Catcan traps? They're like glass and nails and like some really
They are
nasty
glass,
shit.
nails, and they're glass, nails, and ball bearings, as well as bullets, like bullet casings and stuff. It's just all manner of.
How many of the siege operators do you think are committing war crimes?
Well, Smoke
Several.
definitely is.
Smoke is definitely committing a war crime.
I'm not too up to date on what is a war crime and what isn't, so I couldn't.
I feel like IEDs are a dodgy one, and that's what Capcan is basically.
Well, I mean, they all have C4, which is basically an IED, when you think that it's just some of the Centex with a phone attached to it.
Yeah, a bunch of them have C4.
True.
Cav sort of torturing prisoners.
Yeah. I mean, Legion as well. Poisonous spikes.
I mean, yeah, Legion is physically poisoning people. Because they vouch for like privacy. It's not a war crime, but in terms of you never know where she could get those. You never know where she could get those cameras.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's not a war crime. That's more social. Just morally wrong.
Right. Time to go, I think.
Anyway, have a bit of a plan this week, and I'm hoping for next week.